Lovable Misfits, how y'all doing this Monday afternoon? I hope all of you who have mothers out there had a good Mother's Day, and I hope all of you mothers that are listening, hopefully, had a good Mother's Day too. I am joined by Mitch Nemo,
Hi.
and hopefully we will have a couple of guests popping in a little bit later on. Now, as the title of this particular stream suggests, we are starting out with a treat. Lux Radio Theater has a 59.5-minute presentation of the African Queen. And for those of you who don't know what that is, haha, after a religious spinster's missionary brother is killed in World War I Africa, a desolate steamer captain offers her safe passage. She's not satisfied, so she persuades him to destroy a German gunboat. The two spend most of their time fighting with each other rather than the Germans. This particular radio theater presentation is starring Humphrey Bogart and Greer Garson. Here's a little bit of trivia for you guys. Humphrey Bogart and Greer Garson were prominent figures in Hollywood, particularly during the golden age of cinema. They co-starred in several films, including the one that I just mentioned, where Bogart won his Academy Award for Best Actor. Garson famously presented the award to Bogart at the 1952 Academy Awards. They also collaborated on radio broadcasts and adaptations of their films. So as you can see, there was a lot of crossover back then for this particular type of entertainment. Those that couldn't really afford to go see it in the theater wound up listening to it at home. So they had that going for them, even though a lot of Lux Radio Theater presentations really didn't last more than an hour. So it was a very truncated adaptation, to say the least. So let's go ahead and get on with the African Queen.
Dun dun dun.
Lux presents Hollywood.
Lux presents Hollywood.
Lux Soap bring you the Lux Radio Theater, starring Humphrey Bogart and Greer Garson in The African Queen.
Hello, Badger.
Producer, Mr. Irving Cummings.
Good morning, Tier Zed Badger.
Yep, hey, Tier and Zed. That guy has an unfortunate last name, Mr. Cummings.
Ladies and gentlemen, when the Academy Award for Best Performance by an Actor was presented last March, a star who had built his reputation with great performances.
This is how the African Queen starts?
Was among those nominated.
No, I mean,
Humphrey Bogart won that award with great acclaim.
You have a host, I guess.
The unusual role of the intemperate skipper of the African Queen. And as his co-star of this John Huston production, we have beautiful Greer Garson, another Academy Award
This
winner.
reminds me of those YouTubers who
will vary her popular role of a charming
who say,
wife.
here's what you never
Play a
knew about Star
straight-laced
Trek Deep
spinster.
Space Nine.
Naturally, Hollywood
And they
stars
spend
like to
15
change
minutes
the roles
telling you
they
the
play.
history of Star Trek up to the
When it
point
comes
of
to
Deep Space Nine,
complexion care,
which has
there's
nothing to
just
do with
one
the
thing.
topic of their video.
Lux
No.
toilet soap.
Well,
Our
Lux
most
toilet
glamorous
soap.
stars know
Thank God
they
we
can
have
count
Lux
on
toilet
daily
soap
Lux
to break the
facials
monotony.
for the finest in complexion care. Care that really leaves skin smoother and fresher. So try Hollywood's own beauty care, Lux toilet soap. Now,
Just the fact
The
that it's
African
called
Queen,
toilet soap kind of turns
starring
me
Greer
off.
Garson as Rose
I know the
and
vernacular
Humphrey
has really
Bogart
changed.
as Charlie Allnut.
But, even up into the 70s,
Right?
maybe even the early 80s, there were still
Here
some
is
holdovers who would say
1914.
things like,
German East
Um,
Africa, where Rose Sayer and her brother Samuel
what happened? You fall in the
spread
toilet?
gospel of
Because the
God.
toilet
For
used to
more
be
than a year, the
synonymous with
missionaries
Yeah.
have seen only one white man,
It was fascinating.
Mr. Allnut,
Zed,
pilot
Lux
of the
toilet
African
soap
Queen.
because you look like
A
shit.
filthy, dilapidated launch that gasps her way up and down the river.
They think I sent you a link, Zed, if you want to pop in, if you
Do
can.
we
that
have
is.
some more tea, Mr. Allnut?
Thanks, miss. I don't mind if I do.
I don't know who came up with the last name Allnut, but
Just listen to this stomach of mine. I mean, the way it keeps growling and squealing, the way it sounds, you'd think I had a hyena
Sounds
inside
like
of me.
Cummings' neighbor.
You do take sugar? Queer thing, ain't it? Now, what do you suppose
You
makes
do
a
take
man's
sugar.
stomach carry on like this?
yeah, you something you're not
You're
supposed to?
planning to stay overnight, Mr. Allnut?
Oh, no, miss. I got to get
I'm
upriver
waiting
and
for him
back
to try
the
to
mine.
sell
I
Professor
almost forgot
Snubbles
to
and
tell you, I
Patrick.
probably won't be coming around this way for a couple of months.
But
But what about our mail?
Don't look like there's going to be any mail for a while on account of the
Okay.
war.
War? What war? Where?
Europe, miss. Germany and England.
England? You really mean war?
Yeah, that's what they tell me,
No, he
Reverend.
means a
But
ball.
what do you know about it? What's happened?
Well, now, let's see. Oh, yes, French are in it, too, and all them little countries. Austria, Hungary, Belgium. I forget who's with who, though.
Oh, brother,
Yes, Rose. I know.
this is German East Africa. We're enemy aliens.
Now, what harm could anybody do the Germans in this God-forsaken place?
God has not forsaken this place, Mr. Allnut, as my brother's presence here will bear witness.
Oh, no offense, miss. Well, I'll be getting aboard the Queen and
He
shoving
runs
off.
around with a
Thanks for the
big
tea,
gold
miss.
cup.
Goodbye,
Right.
Mr. Allnut.
Goodbye and thank you.
Oh, that wretched little man with his foul cigar.
His indifference about the war. He's Canadian. Doesn't he realize he's in this too?
Shouldn't we try to get to Limbazi? I mean, while we can?
The shepherd does not forsake his flock when the wolves are prowling. We shall stay here, Rose.
Yes, brother.
We shall stay here and be
Yes,
stupid.
Of course.
Come, dear, come. We shall pray.
Yeah. Missionaries put God above all. And then they wonder why missionaries never make it out.
Miss, it's me, miss.
But man,
I
even
come
back
back
then
a
they
lot
didn't
sooner
care
than
for the
I said.
Canadians all that much, right, Zed?
Oh. So the Germans have been here, too, eh?
Yes. They've
Germans have
been
been here
here,
too, eh?
Mr. Allnut.
When I got to the mines at Limbazi, everything was a shamble. Deserted.
Yes, Green
Burnt
Badger.
to the
it's
ground, just
Germans.
like the
Yeah.
village here. Reverend around, miss?
My brother is dead.
Oh.
That was
Oh,
quick.
well, now ain't that awful.
He
If them
sounds
Germans are shooter
insincere.
Reverend, there ain't
Oh.
nobody safe.
Yeah,
They were here 3 days ago.
he sounded so
They
pathetic.
didn't
Aw.
shoot.
Your brother get a boo-boo.
Yeah.
They struck him, and his heart was bad. And
Oh, well, that's certainly too bad, miss. That's all I can say. I tell you what, miss. You get your things together, we'll get aboard the Queen and clear out. Them Germans are sure to come back.
But why? Why should they come
Why,
back
they'll be looking
here?
for the boat, miss, for the African Queen. She's not much, but they'd give a lot to get their hands on her, you bet. And for what's aboard her, too. Plastin gelatin, tin grub, cylinders of oxygen and hydrogen. Heaps of things I was bringing to the mine.
But where could we go?
Why, out there on the river, miss. Get behind an island where it's quiet and safe. We can talk about what to do then.
I'll get ready.
That's the ticket,
I
miss.
was
You
ready.
bet. You come with me.
You guys just met. I mean, let's talk about coming with one another. Save that for later.
Well, it's when you just meet is a prime time because there's less room for disappointment.
Right.
Or, at least all the disappointment is in the future.
Mhm.
Well, miss, so far so good. Here we are, safe and sound, as you might say. A nice shady
Yeah,
spot
right.
and a nice lonesome spot. The question
The
is,
voice
what
of
next?
empathy
Right,
right
Mr.
there.
Allnut.
Green
We got
Badger
heaps of grub
mumbles
aboard,
he's dead. Ain't
2,000
that a shame?
cigarettes and 2
Anyways,
cases of gin.
Gin?
Why, we could sit out the war here if we wanted to. All the comforts are home, miss, including running water.
Mr. Allnut, we simply cannot remain off a backwater island until the war is
Oh,
over.
can't we now, miss?
the war is over.
Well, you've got the map there. Show me a way out and I'll take it.
The British will certainly
Show
launch
me
an
the way
attack.
to go home.
Now, the only
Yeah.
question is, which way will they come?
From the sea, maybe. Up the
Whatever
railway to
way they're
Limbazi.
facing.
Well, that'll
Right.
put all them Germans
Wait,
between
what?
them and us.
Might not our troops come up from the Congo?
Miss, look. You see this lake on the map?
Yes.
That's 100 miles of lake. And there ain't nothing gonna cross it while the Louisa's there.
The Louise.
She's 100-ton steamer, miss, and German. She's boss of the lake because she's got 6-pounders, the biggest guns
The
in Central
German
Africa.
steamer.
We're in a bit of a fix, miss, whichever way you look at it.
This river runs into that lake.
What's
does it
worse,
not?
being in a fix or being
Yes,
in a
miss.
pickle?
Right?
Yes, it does.
I don't know.
But if you got any ideas of getting there in this launch, you better get rid of them.
Why?
Well, you look at the map, miss. This here is Shona.
Here, my
The
brother
Germans
is
have a fort at
monotone.
Shona. They
Hey,
blow us
that
right out
is
of the
the
water,
height
and
of
before that,
acting.
there's a rapid. 20 miles of water that's like it was coming out of a fire hose.
But it has been done.
Yes, miss, in a canoe. A fella named Spengler, he almost...
Mr. Allnut, what did you say was in those wooden boxes?
Them? I'm
Oh,
blasting
just as being in a
miss.
jam is
Is it
worse than being in a
dangerous?
fix or a pickle.
God bless you, no. That's safety stuff. Takes a detonator to set it
What if you
off.
And
fixed
what
your
are those
pickle and then
long
found yourself in a jam?
torpedo-like things?
More stuff for the mine. Them's oxygen and hydrogen cylinders, miss.
I don't
Mr.
know, but it sounds
Allnut,
like we're building a
you're a
pregnant woman a
machinist,
sandwich.
aren't you?
Kind of a
Right.
fixer, miss. Jack of all trades, like they say.
Could you make a torpedo?
How's that, miss?
Could you make a torpedo?
A torpedo?
Can you make a shoe
Ask
smell?
me to make a dreadnought and do it upright, miss. A torpedo? you really don't know what you're asking. Why, there just ain't nothing so complicated as the insides of a torpedo. It's got gyroscopes and compressed air
Oh,
chambers.
but they're only to make it go, aren't they? Well, we've got the African Queen,
How's that, miss?
and if we were to fill those cylinders with that blasting gelatine, and then fix them so that they'd stick out over the end of this boat, and then if we were to run this boat against the side of a ship, well, they'd go off just like a torpedo would, wouldn't they?
Yeah, that's right, miss.
Well, then we could point the launch towards a ship, and just before she hit, we could dive off, couldn't we?
Sure, miss. Absolutely, only there ain't nothing to torpedo.
Oh, but there is.
Is what?
The Louisa.
The Louisa. Oh, now don't talk silly, miss. You can't do that. Honest, you can't. I told you before we can't get down the river.
Spengler did.
In a canoe.
If a German did it, we can do it.
Not in no launch, we can't.
Well, how do you know? You've never tried.
Well, I never tried shooting myself in the head, neither.
In other words, Mr. Allnut, you're refusing to help your country in her hour of need.
I wouldn't put it that way.
Just how would you put it?
That's self-preservation.
All
Hey,
right,
Angela.
miss. Have it your own way. But don't blame me for what happens.
Very well, then. Let's get started.
Well, you mean now?
Now.
But there ain't 2 hours of daylight left, miss.
We can go a long way in 2
Here,
hours.
we can
Mr.
hide
But
by
the
the
boiler, the
island.
fire's
Hey,
gone out
there
practically.
is,
We can't move till we
there
get
is
the old
this
kettle
one
boiling
called
again.
Skull,
Well,
or
you're
we
well
can go
stocked
to the
with
one owned by
firewood.
my friend.
Do
He's a
so.
doctor. His name is Moreau.
Yeah,
Refusing to help your country in an hour of need.
as long as they don't go
Could
to
you make a
Little
torpedo,
St.
Mr.
James.
Allnut? Well, do so, Mr. Allnut.
Did you say something, Mr. Allnut?
Mean, miss, I didn't say nothing, miss.
What is the lady suggesting here? Hi, everyone from Bogart. Welcome to Jackass. She's literally suggesting to turn the launch
That's just this old
into
boiler,
a
miss.
suicide
She's leaking
torpedo
steam.
boat.
See?
Oh.
And she's
Why
wondering
are
why
you
he
kicking
doesn't
the
want,
boiler,
why he's
Mr.
not on
Allnut?
board.
Speed
No
pump
pun
full of
intended.
rust and scum. She gets clogged up.
And that's all you have to do? Just kick it?
It's knowing how to kick her, miss. She gets peevish now and then, ever since I dropped a screwdriver down the safety valve.
What would happen if you didn't kick it?
The whole boiler'd blow up.
Then why don't you dismantle the safety valve and remove the screwdriver?
You know, I'm going to do that one of these days.
I said no
The
pun
only
intended.
reason I haven't up to now is that I kind of like kicking her. She's all I've got.
Well, she seems to be
Thankfully,
operating
I've got
quite normally
Professor
now.
at those steel-toe boots.
Yeah,
Right?
like I said, miss, all she needs is a good boot. Well, you ready to call it a day? It's kind of like a lagoon up ahead. It's a real nice place when the bugs ain't too bad.
I shan't complain, Mr. Allnut. We have much to be thankful for.
And that's a fact, miss. It's like they say. It ain't never so bad that it can't be worse.
That's an interesting phrase.
Mr. Allnut, do you suppose anyone has seen us?
Oh, there ain't nobody in these parts, miss, forgetting the beasts of the forest. Kind of hot, ain't it? I could do with a drink.
Well, you're in Africa. Duh.
Yeah, it's Africa.
Kinda hot,
Take
ain't
a
it?
cup there, miss, if you're going to have one.
Oh, no, thank you. What is it?
Gin, miss. Gin. Something wrong?
No.
Dear. We can
If
turn
you're
our
worried about there not
music
being enough.
presentation into
Why,
a
there's,
worship.
2 full
What,
cases
tape and
aboard.
string? Are we going to
No,
men with
please.
what?
Well, maybe
2
you'd
by
like a
4s
nice
and
cup of
British
tea.
pride, right?
Thank you.
You get
You're
real
all
service
gung ho
on the
about
African
somebody else's
Queen.
boat.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, see this? Hot water all the time.
Out of the boiler?
It'll taste a little rusty, but then we can't have everything, can we?
Jesus.
There you are,
That-
miss.
that must-
Just add the tea to suit your taste, like they say on the box.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Rusty
Well,
water.
you just
Wow.
sit and relax, and after a bit, I'll start thinking about supper. How long you been out here, miss?
In Africa? Oh, almost 10 years.
You ever get homesick?
Well, I'm afraid I have been homesick many times. It's Sunday afternoons that I think of most.
I
The
get
peace
seasick,
and the
Right.
quiet of home.
but only on land.
On
Very
Sunday
weird.
afternoons, I was always sleeping one off.
Sleeping one. Oh. What brought you to Africa, Mr. Allnut?
The Zambezi Bridge, miss. A whole boatload of us Canucks
Diamonds,
came
Willie,
over to work on it.
diamonds.
Don't know yet what they wanted the bridge for, but then why did the chicken cross the road?
I beg your pardon?
Nothing, miss.
Oh,
Yeah, sometimes I
exactly.
wish I was
Everyone knows
back,
you're
but
not a
then
good
I remember
American
how
unless
I'd have
you
to be
turn
taking
your
orders
boat
from
into an
somebody while out
IED.
here. I'm my own boss.
I've been homesick before. The
Drink your
teacher
tea,
called
miss.
and it was like
I'll
Ferris
go fix
Bueller.
you some
Well,
grub.
that was the Japanese. Yeah, that was after Saki. Because I doubt the kamikaze pilots would have done it if they were
Now, what do
sober.
you think you're doing, miss?
Well, if I may draw some hot water from the boiler, I'll wash these dishes.
Mostly, I just hold them over the side and let the current do the washing.
If you will forgive me, that's about what I imagined.
Cleanliness is next to godliness, eh, miss?
Is that so amusing, Mr. Allnut?
No, miss. You don't see no crocodiles around, do you?
Crocodiles? No.
No, it's too shallow for them. Well, I could do with a bath before I turn in.
I'd like a bath
Got
myself.
an invitation?
Well, now, you do the dishes back here, and I'll go off the bow. So long as we don't look, it don't matter.
No, he
Well,
blew
how
his
about
line.
it, miss?
Yep.
Well, very well, Mr. Allnut.
That's the ticket. I won't be a minute, just a slosh or two.
Mr. Allnut! Mr. Allnut!
Right here, miss. How's the
Oh,
water?
no. Stay just where you are. Oh, dear, I can't get back into the
It's the
boat.
Canadian man
Well, I'll
versus
give you
the
a
British
hand then.
woman. She's trying to get
He's
him
trying
into
to
a
climb
war
up,
that's
but
not
I
his
can't.
own. She's evil as
I'm
fuck.
afraid I do need help. Is that blanket still there?
Yes,
He
miss.
blew his line before he could blow his line.
Hold
Never
it
mind.
up in front of you and close your eyes.
Well, I just got two hands, miss, and if I hold up the blanket...
Oh, then just close your eyes.
I got them closed, miss. Now, here, you grab my arms.
Oh, thank
Never
you.
get off
That's
the
not
boat
your
without
arm.
a plan on
Don't
getting
you
back
dare
on the
move
boat.
until I say so.
Oh, no, miss.
I bathed in my undergarments. You'll have to wait until I...
Now, it's all right, miss. It's all right. You just say when.
Thursday.
Well, you feel better, miss?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do.
Well, now, you better sleep here under the awning, miss, in case it rains. Here's a couple of rugs. There ain't no fleas on them.
Where will you sleep, Mr. Allnut?
Me, all forward, miss. And if it'll make you feel better, you can hang up one of them tarpaulins, like a kind of a curtain, sort of.
Thank you. Good night.
I'll turn out the lantern if you're ready, miss.
I'm quite ready. Good night, Mr. Allnut.
Good night, miss.
Somehow this is better with Maureen O'Hara.
Mr. Allnut,
Boy, I'm sorry I woke you, miss.
what are you doing?
I ain't doing nothing, miss. Just getting out of the wet.
Well, go away this
A man
instant.
named Allnut
Yes,
waked you.
miss.
That's weird. Downright dirty, even.
Mr. Allnut,
Yes, miss?
you may come in out of the rain if you wish.
Sorry, ma'am. You won't be able to open that eye for an
Thank you,
hour.
miss.
How big is this fucking
miss.
boat? We aren't talking about
Yes.
a galleon, so how are they
I'm
supposed
sorry
to
I
fight this
gave you
German
such a
vessel with
turn.
Oh,
cannons
that's
and
quite all
guns
right.
and working well-made torpedoes?
I didn't
There is a
realize
launch.
that you were just how hard it was raining.
I won't get near you, miss. There's heaps of room.
Good night, Mr. Allnut.
Heaps of
Good night,
fun.
miss.
Before we return with Act Two of The African Queen, here's Francis Scully, popular Hollywood commentator.
Wasn't it a pleasure, Ken, to meet the famous swimmer Annette Kellerman on your program last week?
Oh, yes, indeed, Francis. She's a remarkable woman. No wonder Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer filmed her life story and called it $1 Million Mermaid.
Well, the film looks like $1 million in gorgeous Technicolor with
geez.
stars like Esther Williams, Walter Pidgeon, Victor Mature, and David Bryan.
Esther Williams certainly does some sensational routines in those beautiful water ballets.
Oh, and she looks so glamorous, particularly in the famous one-piece bathing suit that shocked Boston in the 1920s.
Well, I thought it was an exceptionally good love story, too, Francis, with both Victor Mature and David Bryan in love with
It's
Esther
perfectly
Williams.
clear we're
as
not
she
reading
becomes
this
the
from a
toast of
script.
two continents.
Yes, and
Right.
Annette Kellerman, Esther Williams, plays an exciting role, filled with glamour and romance in $1 Million Mermaid.
Well, I can't imagine a mermaid more beautiful
Yeah,
than
looks
Esther
like marketing
Williams. In
departments really
Technicolor,
have
her
been around
complexion
forever.
looks like $1 million.
And yet, Ken, Esther Williams' complexion care is one that every girl can use. It's Lux toilet soap. Like 9 out of 10 famous Hollywood stars, Esther's devoted to
Toilet
Lux
soap.
soap
That's
care.
like saying a
And when
brick of
all these
shit.
famous beauties
Right.
agree on one complexion soap, you know it must do something wonderful for skin. Must really smooth and freshen your complexion. And that's just what Daily Lux Care does. Its skin tonic action helps your skin retain
Skin tonic.
natural moisture. Even dry skin looks fresher, more appealing.
And Lux
Activate the
facials
skin
take
tonic
only a
action.
minute. You just
Right.
cream in the rich Lux lather, rinse warm, splash cold, and there your complexion sparkles.
Yes, girls, Lux Care is simple, but so effective that Lever Brothers Company
Ew,
guarantees
that's
it will improve any normal skin. So try these daily Lux Soap facials. See how quickly your
What the fuck
skin
is
looks
normal skin?
lovelier.
Right.
Really Lux lovely.
Skin that's
Now
not on
here's our
fire?
producer, Mr. Cummings.
Act 2 of The African Queen, starring Humphrey Bogart as Mr. Allnut and Greer Garson as Rose.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pause it right so for now because I'm trying to get a good picture that way everybody can see what the good. All right. This should be sharing now. This is what the African Queen from the movie looked like. Somebody actually refurbished the thing. So this is the boat that they're on going down the river. As you can see, there's not much to the boat.
Yeah, it really is an oversized dinghy.
Yeah,
as
and
Trish
they
pointed out.
and they want to improvise torpedoes by having the oxygen and whatever the other air tanks they had and strapping them to the side and basically ramming the African Queen into what is basically a battleship.
Which would
So
splinter and all the tanks would just sink.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. All right. So now while we're on this break, you guys will notice in the chat there is a pinned comment. That is the link to my website on the many ways that you can support me, from buying merch to being a patron or giving me a one-time tip. So there you go. And also, we have Mitch on here is going to tell us about his 2 streams that he's usually on 2 different channels. Hit it, Mitch.
Okay. First one is naturally Never Watch Alone, airing Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern. This week we're shooting at 4:30 p.m. Eastern because we have a show with extras, shall we say. And that link is in the description. In the live chat.
It's somewhere. You can see it.
My God, there's a link.
Right.
You'll find it. Meanwhile, tonight, Mondays at 11 p.m., Tier, myself, and a whole host of other people, we do a big rambling live stream on Minions of the Zoo while we play Star Trek online in the background, so we have some visual interest.
Yep.
But we discuss any topic under the sun. And the end.
Okie dokie. Now we're going now for part 2 of Lux Radio Theater's presentation of the African Queen.
It's the following morning, and the African Queen wheezes her way down the river.
Wheezes her way
Mr.
down the
Allnut
river.
is at the rusty engine, administering with tools and frequent kicks of his experienced foot. And now suddenly what he is dreading is upon them. The sluggish river has turned into whirlpools and rapids.
Well, miss,
How'd you like it?
Like it?
White water, rapid.
Oh, I never dreamed that it...
I don't blame you for being scared, miss. Ain't nobody in his right mind ain't scared of white water.
I was about to say that I never dreamed that any mere physical experience could be so stimulating.
Huh? How's that,
She's
miss?
I've
stimulated.
seldom
Uh-oh.
known such excitement. A few times in my dear brother's sermons, when the Spirit was really upon him, I felt
Well, you mean you want to go on?
But of course I do.
Miss, you're crazy.
Oh, I must say, I'm filled with admiration for your skill, Mr. Allnut. Do you suppose that after I practice steering a bit more, that someday I might try?
Miss, let me tell you something. Those rapids back there ain't nothing to what's in front of us.
Oh, I can hardly wait.
But, miss,
Oh, I now that I've had a taste of it, I don't wonder that you love boating.
The ship
Mr.
looks like it
Allnutt.
would capsize on a
Boating?
windy afternoon. A warship,
Oh, yeah.
this
excuse
is not.
me,
No,
miss,
it's not.
I need a drink.
It's just a little launch steamer that he just carts stuff back and forth in. That's it. Not meant for anything but that.
Mr. Allnutt,
He's literally holding it together with his foot and
matter,
tools.
please.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
must
mean,
know.
it's meant to
Nothing
take
you'd understand.
passengers
You're-
from the Love Boat
You're
to
drinking
Mazatlan.
gin again,
I-
Mr. Allnut.
Yes, miss, I sure am.
It's been such a pleasant day up until now.
And that's if the Love Boat
What
is
is it
docked in the bay,
that's driving you to drink, Mr. Allnut?
or rather
All
anchored
right.
in the bay.
I'll tell you. It's all your foolish talk about us going on into the lake, all this crazy talk about the Louisa. Well, we ain't gonna go.
Well, of course we are. What an absurd idea.
What an absurd idea. What an absurd idea.
Why don't you want to go on?
Because of the
Because
river
it's a
and the
big ass
rapids
fucking
and them
ship and he's in a
shoners.
little bitty
Shona.
boat.
Oh,
That's-
yes, where the Germans have a fort.
Yeah.
And you're
you're
fucking
darn right,
delusional if
Shona.
you think strapping
Just
air
one
tanks
bullet
to
in
it in
that
order to
blasting
blow up the
gelatin
damn ship is
missing.
going to work.
We'd be
You're
little
nuts.
bits and pieces.
No
Then we
kidding.
go by the fort at night.
Oh, no, we won't.
Then we go by day. We can go on the far side of the river, speeding
Oh,
along
right,
just
sure.
as fast
Attack
as
a
ever we
warship
can.
Ain't
by
gonna go
daylight. Nobody's
speeding
gonna be
along
able to do that.
anyplace.
You agreed to go.
I never did. I never agreed to anything.
Mr.
Oh,
Allnut,
right on,
you
Tier.
are a liar.
Cool.
And what is worse than that, a coward.
No. Cowards yourself. You ain't no lady, no, miss. That's what my poor old mother would say to you. My poor old mother would say.
Oh, mother.
Whose boat is this anyway?
She
I
had
asked
to use
John because I
Professor
was sorry
Stellar's
for you.
hemorrhoid
That's what
cream
you
for
get
30
for feeling
years.
Sorry.
Right.
Oh, I
Whose
ain't
boat is
sorry
this
for you
anyway? It's
anymore.
yours, Mr.
You're
Allnut, but
crazy,
you let her sleep
psalm
under the
singing,
shelter. She's
dried up
trying to be a
old
gentleman.
maid.
Mr. Allnut,
Mr. Allnut.
you are drunk.
And not half what I'm gonna be either. There was a bold fisherman set sail for Port Biblical to catch the bold piggy and the gayback.
And to buy a blue coal.
Right.
Oh. Oh, miss. Oh, my head. Oh,
Well, you
how
did get
pity,
drunk.
miss.
Mr. Allnut, you are still intoxicated.
Oh. Oh, the gin. That's gin you're pouring into the river.
Indeed it is.
Why is
Oh,
the
you-
gin always gone?
You don't know what you're doing, miss. I'll
Sorry,
perish without
wrong
the
If he
one.
hair
has
of the
enough
dog.
gin,
Look
maybe he
at
can
you,
use that as an
breathing about
accelerant.
helplessly.
Oh, my head.
They could
Oh,
turn
my
the
head.
the
I'm
launch
warning
into
you,
a
miss.
weapon.
That gin ain't your
Mm.
property.
It's no one's property now. 21 empty bottles floating on the waves.
I would
And
have
I'm glad.
swept her
What a
overboard.
criminal, that's what you are.
Why is the
I'll
rum
die.
always gone?
That, well,
Then what'll you do?
especially
I'll
since that's
suffer
probably
and
how they
die,
kept the
and
drinking
I'll
water
float on
clean.
the wave.
Probably.
It's all you're doing, you hear? You did it all. Oh.
Damn prohibitionists.
Stupid missionary lady screwing up the gin. He's got a drink just to put up with her butt.
Oh, it's you. Good morning.
Typical middle class white woman.
I look different, huh? Yeah, I shaved. Oh, I see you're reading your Bible. It's a good thing to have a lady aboard, miss. Sets a man a good example. A man alone, well, he gets to living like a hog. And two, with me, it's always put things off. But with you, miss, it's business before pleasure every time. I tell you, it's like an inspiration. And that old engine, I ain't got that old engine so clean in years. Just look at her, miss. You don't care. I only had some clean clothes like you. Now, why, you could be at high tea. Say, that's an idea, miss. How about a nice little cup of tea?
She's a thief
How's
and
the
a
book?
criminal according to maritime laws. I'm
about
allowed to execute
reading
for
it out
piracy,
loud? I could do
right?
with a little spiritual comfort myself.
Like, holy shit.
And you
live
call
on somebody
yourself
else's-
a Christian,
Uh-oh.
don't you?
What?
Don't you, huh?
You're behaving like an infant.
And how are you behaving? You're just plain mean. Man takes a drop too much once in a while. It's only human nature.
Nature, Mr. Allnut, is what we're put into this world to rise above.
I'm sorry. I apologize for getting
You
so
can't
drunk.
rise
What more
above
can
it
a
if
man
it's
do?
not there.
Besides, you paid me back. Didn't even leave me a drop. Have a heart, miss. Say something. I don't care what it is, but you gotta say something.
So you think it was your nasty drunkenness I minded?
Well, what else?
You promised me that you'd go down the river.
Miss, listen to me. There's death 1,000 times down there. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but don't blame me. Blame the river.
You promised.
Well, I'm taking my promise back. All right, miss, you win. As the crocodiles will be glad to hear. Down the river we go.
Thank you, Mr. Allnut. We're making splendid progress, Mr. Allnut.
Look over there.
Shona?
Not yet, miss, but soon over there's a crocodile waiting for his supper.
Which side of the river is Shona on?
Starboard, miss.
But good. Then the sun will be in their eyes. Why, you're worried, aren't you?
Oh, not me, miss. I gave myself up for dead back where we started.
Well, that noise.
Okay, that's a
what
good
was
outlook to have, I guess.
That fort's closer than I thought. They're just letting us know they've sighted us. Their next shot's going to be closer.
that? Their aim's dreadful, isn't it?
Their aim will be good enough unless we turn back.
Mr. Allnut, I don't want to hear those words again.
Yes, miss. Now put your head down. We'll get rifle fire, too, in a minute.
Can't we go any faster?
Well, we're sure going to try, miss. And if it's all the same with you, start praying.
We could have if we added the gin to the fuel.
Right?
You harlot.
You suicidal
made it.
bitch.
Look, we've made it.
Hooray, Mr.
Oh, we
Allnut.
sure put one over on them Germans that time, didn't we, miss? Oh, we showed them, miss.
She's legit in the
Hip, hip,
haha, I'm in
hooray.
danger
Well,
mode,
my
isn't she?
hand
Yes,
leaves the
she
ball.
is.
Better than all right, miss. They were that
Yes, she
surprised
is,
at seeing
Zed.
the old
Yes, she
African
is.
queen. They didn't really start shooting till we were past.
Oh, this wonderful old boat.
Launch.
Well,
Well, a
that
launch
was
is a
full of
boat,
water, miss. We're
Yeah.
battered and we're busted.
but still.
You see these bullet holes? One through the steam hose and two in the boiler.
The engine stopped.
Long since, miss. But we can drift into them shallows and I'll start pumping.
No, I'll pump while you go ashore for logs.
Well, that would save us time. Thank you, miss.
She's actually
Yeah.
offering to do
You
something.
watch close and I'll show you the trick.
For a moment.
Except for this part in the movie, when I watched the movie, I'm like, oh, she's finally going to get off her ass and do something other than bitch.
Almost all the water pumped out, Mr. Allnut. Come and look.
Just let me see you set these logs down. Oh, you've worn yourself out, miss.
Well, so have you.
Well, if it's all right with you, we'd better stay here till morning. Hey, where'd they come from? Them flowers.
Oh, I just couldn't resist them.
Of course
I waded
not.
ashore and I picked them. Do you recognize them, Mr. Allnut? I've never seen them before.
Well, I can't say that I have either, miss.
What if no one ever has?
Oh,
What
Pat's
if they don't
backstage.
even have a name?
Well, name or not, miss, they sure are pretty.
Don't leave
Here.
her on your boat.
Put one in
She's
your
gonna
hair.
steal your boat. She doesn't know how to keep the boat fixed. What?
Oh,
Pat is
I
No,
dropped
no,
it.
I'll get it.
No, I can pick it up. Oh, well, look at us. Hands and knees in 3 inches of water.
One more time?
Pat is backstage.
Ah,
Looking for
okay.
a flower.
Let me get him over here.
I
Hello,
like a
Pat.
flower and
Hey,
crying.
how's everybody doing?
Hey, Pat.
You doing all right?
Oh, you kissed me.
What did she pick?
Yes, miss.
She picked poison.
I sure did, miss.
Crazy British bitch. Yeah, she's crazy, all right.
Kissed me.
She thinks she can actually defeat an actual German warboat with people to launch, but
He didn't
they have to
kiss her.
kick to keep running.
Hey, kiss me.
There's your consent, all you fucking PC people.
He found the last of the gin and
Mr. Allnut.
spiked her drink, then rubbed the fish on her
Mr.
face.
Allnut.
Mr. Allnut. Oh, now
Ooh.
she's all sweet.
Mr.
Dear.
All Nuts. What the?
Dear.
Exactly.
Oh. Oh. Hello, Rosie.
Oh, now we're on a first name basis. Yeah. That was
You've
quick.
been
Hello,
napping.
Rosie, as he zips up his
Supper's
fly.
ready.
Rosie.
Yeah.
Fancy you building a fire and all while I slept.
Dear, what is your first name?
Charlie.
Charlie Allnut.
Now they've got a
Give
live
us a
studio
kiss,
audience.
Rosie.
God. All I'm
Am I
thinking
hearing
is
that
if you were
wrong?
to shorten that, it'd be Chuck Allnut.
Like, who the
The
heck,
more I look at this
Charlie?
place, the prettier it gets. I expect it's about the prettiest place I've ever been to. Oh, not that I ain't all for going down the river, you understand.
Oh, yes, Charlie, I know.
Why,
I
the
think
sooner
that
we blow up
yesterday
the
you
old
wanted to
Louisa,
turn
the
my
better.
boat into a
What I meant
torpedo.
was
Oh, she
I'd
still
like to come
does.
back here someday.
Then you think we
Still
can
does.
do it?
Do it. But there's nothing a man can't do if he believes in himself. Never say die. That's my motto.
No, believe I'll
had
have another drink.
misgivings,
Let's do it,
Charlie.
Charlie.
I was beginning to think that perhaps the whole thing was a mistake.
How's that, miss?
Ooh.
I
What?
mean, Rosie.
Well, I had a moment of weakness.
Oh, well, if you're feeling weak, Rosie, why a day or two here on shore won't make any difference.
Oh, no. We'll go on and thank heaven for your strength,
No, her
Charlie.
moment of
Thank
weakness is
him.
because she's fallen in love with your butt. At least doesn't want to admit it yet.
Call it that moment of weakness.
She's running around in her head if it has a ring to it for her name to
Well,
be
Rosie
Rosie
girl, looks
Allnut,
like there ain't nothing can stop the old
Oh,
queen.
God.
What about
which
the
is
propeller,
really better than
Charlie?
Chuck
Turn nice
Allnut.
as you please, Rosie. Why,
Rosie
we're
Allnut
going down
sounds
the
like
river
there's
just like
blood in the semen.
Anthony and Cleopatra in that
Whoever came
barge.
with the last name Allnut really didn't
Uh-uh.
think through too
This
much.
couldn't happen, Rosie, if it hadn't been for you. Don't you feel proud of yourself?
Certainly not. It's
Yeah,
you,
Rosie.
Charlie. It's all you.
It's all
I
you,
don't think there's
Charlie.
another man alive who could have done what you've done.
Oh, I'll never
Oh,
forget the
Lord.
way
What
you
do you
looked
do?
when we was going over them rapids. Head up, chin
I'll
out,
never forget the
hair
way you
blowing in the
squirmed as
wind.
we were going over them
Living
rapids.
picture
Right.
of a heroine.
Oh, fancy
Can't
me,
believe
a
how
heroine.
excited you were when we were stuck in the
Oh,
rapids.
Charlie, you lost your mind.
Dear, she knows her place
Lost
is in
my
the
heart
kitchen.
too,
She just
sweetheart.
followed her instincts and made a fire to feed her man.
Oh, what a time we've had, Rosie. What a
Damn,
time.
son.
This
We'll
should
never
not be
lack the
called
stories
the
to
African
tell our
Queen. It should be
grandchildren.
called
Charlie, how much
the
further
fucking
do you
innuendo.
suppose it is to
Right?
Well, there's no telling, Rosie. All depends on how much winding around this old river does.
The river's changed, hasn't it? And that smell. Why, it's like marigolds, stale marigolds.
Not a very
Very
good
good.
smell for a flower.
They're very pretty, though, marigolds.
Good pretty.
Rosie.
Stale marigold.
Another bend?
Only that's all it was. Rosie, it's on all sides, nothing ahead but grass and papyrus as far as you can see.
But the river doesn't stop up there. It can't.
Not according to the map, it can't. Only
It
how
can't,
do you get
Charlie.
through that stuff?
Right.
Charlie, they're islands. Thousands of tiny islands. But where's the main channel among them?
Yeah,
It don't
Charlie.
look like there is one, Rosie. Just a sea of grass and a forest of reeds.
Yeah, for those of you that haven't watched the movie, this part of the movie shows you basically imagine a swamp just choked with floating vines and leaves and things like that. That's what they're running the boat into now, trying to get through.
Oh, Charlie, I don't like that at all.
When
Right?
does Dr. Alec Holland show up?
I don't know.
Well, I better cut the engine.
And Adrian Barbeau.
Engine.
Charlie,
Dear, this should be
What are we
called
gonna
How
do,
I
huh?
Survived a Boat
I don't
Ride
know,
with a
Rosie.
Crazy Suicidal
Get
British
into it
Bint.
and take a look around, I suppose.
yes, dear, yes.
But once we're in, Rosie,
Angela, to be fair,
The
his
grass
name
and
could
them
have
reeds
been
close
could
up
be
in
worse.
back of
His
us. There'll be no
could have been
going back.
Richard.
if anything happens, we'll just sit there.
Dick
Go off
Allnut.
our heads.
Little Dickie Allnut.
Yeah,
I know, Charlie.
So,
I know, Charlie.
you pays your money, you takes your choice. Which is it, sweetheart?
You pays your
Straight
money.
ahead or turn around?
Straight ahead, Charlie.
Yeah, let's go through the choke.
Yeah,
Let's go through
Charlie.
the shit that can choke our engine. 'Cause that's a good idea.
Straight forward.
Right? We're gonna die anyway, Charlie. Full steam ahead. What?
We'll continue with Act 3 of The African Queen in a few moments.
The African
Now it's
Queen.
with great pleasure I
Sounded
introduce
British
our
to me.
guest, the lovely Zsa Zsa Gabor.
The name of the boat's the
who will
African.
soon
Zsa
be
Zsa,
seen in United
oh,
Artists' great
shucky.
new Technicolor picture, Moulin Rouge.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I've just returned from Paris. That's where the picture was filmed.
This is
Because
why I
it's about
speak
the
like
famous
this, because
French
I'm a
painter
selfish
Toulouse-Lautrec.
cunt. Oh,
Yes, and his
Yeah.
genius and reckless way he defied
Zsa Zsa.
convention make
Yeah, I
one of
know
the
you,
screen's
Zsa
most
Zsa.
dramatic stories.
Zsa Zsa.
You know,
'Cause naming her
Joseph
Yeah.
no
Fares
wouldn't have made any
Fiesta
sense.
plays And now
Was it
the
Zsa
new
Zsa or Ava
star
who
Colette
punched the cop?
Marchand
It was,
plays
I
the
think it was
woman he
Zsa Zsa.
loves. And I am Jean Avril, the famous singer and dancer in Toulouse-Lautrec's Post.
It's a spectacular picture, Zsa Zsa. In Moulin Rouge,
Let's
producer
see here.
John
Where's
Huston
Dr. Livington
captures
so I
all the
can start
flavor of
presuming?
Paris left bank
Yes.
and the colorful artist life.
Well, Zsa Zsa, you're a knockout in that red and white costume of Lautrec's famous poster.
Ooh, he said
You
it's
set it
Zsa
off so
Zsa.
perfectly with that creamy complexion of yours. It's a
That
Lux
says, yeah, it
complexion,
was
I
Zsa
know.
Zsa.
Of course, Ken.
I can't
I'm
say
devoted
anything
to the
'cause,
Lux
you know,
toilet
sometimes I'm
soap
not
facial.
partial to balding
And
men,
I
but
really
Yul Brynner was...
appreciate Lux for my bath, too.
Hi.
Especially after making this picture. My dance number required 93 rehearsals. Was I tired? But my Lux bath completely refreshed me.
Yes, a bath with
My
creamy
mom
Yeah,
admitted a
white
couple of
Lux
weeks
soap
ago
is
that
the
I got her
quickest beauty
stuck on
pickup
squat,
ever.
and I'm like,
It
admit
treats you
it, the
to
only
so
reason you
many
got stuck on
luxuries
it was
in
because
one.
of Shamar Moore.
First,
Okay.
there's the rich,
Okay.
abundant lather Lux gives, even in hard water. Second, there's that
I
delightful
don't
No,
want to
hey,
talk
mild
about
15 minutes.
hard
Zsa Zsa.
the
water
way
and
its
lather.
gentle lather
Right.
leaves your skin so soft.
The luxury I love is
Oh,
the Lux
Lord.
perfume.
According to Angela,
Thank you
my
for allowing me
mom
to
used
so
to answer
delicate.
phones for a guy named Dick
Lovely.
Laycock.
Thank you, Zsa Zsa.
Aye, here's
Girls,
some
try the big bath size Lux toilet
Damn.
soap. Do it tomorrow. Be Lux lovely for the holidays ahead. We pause now for station identification. This is the CBS Radio Network.
CBS. Oh, Lord.
While we're pausing, thank you for showing up to my channel and this particular stream. There is a pinned link at the top that you can click to find the many ways that you can support me because I'm broke. Ronan ain't, but I am. You know, anywhere from buying merch to becoming a patron, even dropping a tip in a tip jar. If you want to place a request on what kind of radio show you want to hear, I do take requests. So you know, you can DM me on Twitter or through Discord, whichever is your preference. Okay, men, links at the ready. It's time for you guys to shill, starting with Mitch.
What did I do? Oh,
Yep.
once again, I'll see if I can get these both in one shot.
Okay.
Oh, God, that's going to be terrible. Thursdays, 5 p.m. Eastern on Rumble. You can catch us on Never Watch Alone, where we provide live commentary and reviews of some of your favorite films, some of films you never saw, and a bunch of Indian fan films as well. Meanwhile, Monday nights at 11 p.m. What was that show called? Oh, Minions of the Zoo in Space. Cher and I
in space.
and a whole gaggle of other people chit and chat about whatever the day's subject happens to be, playing Star Trek Online in the background for visual interest. There was something else I was going to mention, and I forgot what it was.
Hey, Pat, you got a link to shill, dear?
A link. Mhm. Well, I ain't got it on me right now, but that's good. I got a lot of things. Yeah, you know, everybody knows me. I am your boy Pat. You know who I am. You know, on X at your boy Pat 47, as well as I also do YouTube live streams. Where most around this time right here, I'm doing a show called The 90 Plus, which we're going to be after we get up out of here. I'm going to be running that as well as my new channel, Pear.Leon, where I'm basically currently doing a fanfic video over there where me and a lot of people getting together and we're voice acting this one game called Bear Witness that I just checked out on, and we've been doing good so far. And right now we're currently 5 episodes in, and we're working on number 6 right now, which hopefully should be in by next week. So if you haven't checked that out right there, you can check it out on the Pear.Leon channel. You know, I'll get the link as soon as I can. And if you're in my Discord, you know, you can also get the uncensored version there.
All right. Now we're going to continue with the African Queen and see what this crazy bitch has him doing next.
The African Queen. The womankind.
Yeah.
She was queens and sheep.
Right.
Well, for one thing, he's probably going to have to make rope out of her leg hair.
The curtain rises on Act 3 of The African Queen, starring Greer Garson as Rose and Humphrey Bogart as Charlie.
It's Charlie. Hey, where'd Zsa Zsa go?
For days now, the journey of the African Queen has
He's
been
running
halted.
red lights on Hollywood
Across
Boulevard.
the breadth of the river, like a towering living wall, is a jungle of grass and reeds, an endless morass through which 1,000 different channels twist.
Did he
and
say
turn.
more ass?
Yes.
And somewhere among them, Rose and Charlie are hopelessly lost.
So we got Chuck Allnut, Rosie
Charlie,
Allnut,
please, let me poll
and
for a while.
Morass.
Yeah.
Oh, it's no use, Rosie. All the channels we've lost. All the squirming
HBO,
and turning we've done.
Cinemax.
3,
This
6, and
river's
12.
crazy. Crazy as I am.
Oh, Charlie.
Sorry, old girl. Well, the only thing that will put the roses back on our cheeks is to get out of these reeds. I'll go over the side again. You pull, Rosie, and I'll push. Just
Got him
keep
weed.
her straight if you can,
Yeah.
Rosie. Head her through the grass.
There must be a main channel, mustn't there?
You're the one that wanted to go this way, Joe.
Rosie.
You just can't disappear.
I'm sick of talking about it, Rosie. Or searching for it, or even...
Charlie! Leeches! Bloodsuckers! Oh, you're covered with them.
Ooh, my legs, Rosie, my arms. Ooh, the little beggars. Pull them off me. Rosie, help me.
Yes,
No,
Charlie, I will.
don't touch
Get
him.
him off me.
Ooh,
Get
salt,
him off
Rosie.
me.
Yes,
You pull them off of their head stay in. Poison the blood. Get the salt.
yes, dear, yes, I will.
Ooh,
You say get
pour
the
it over
salt.
me.
Get
Pour
the salt.
over
I
me.
am, Charlie, I am.
Ooh, they can't stand the salt.
Can't
See,
stand
Rosie,
Uh,
Look, Rosie.
they're dropping off.
oh, my poor Charlie.
Ooh,
Yeah, they're susceptible to high
anything in the
blood
world
pressure.
I hate, it's leeches. Oh, the filthy little devils.
You're bleeding.
It's because of the leeches
Oh,
you're
they-
coming.
It ain't nothing. The salt will kill the poison. Well, here I go.
Charlie, no. You're not going over again. No, no.
Take the pole, Rosie.
I wonder if they ever
Try
tried
again.
salt with the glow old.
He seems so depressed even before the expected dude
Yeah,
to tell
put a
him
little
to be a
blood.
little happier. Well, they're sort of on a suicide mission,
Rosie.
so, you know.
You still awake, Rosie?
I'm here, dear.
I'm here, dear.
I'm awful cold, Rosie. Hot and cold.
'Cause you got a
Chills
fever.
and fever.
Yep.
Fine specimen of a man I am, ain't I?
This idiot.
You're the bravest man that ever lived.
Dude, save yourself.
You just
Kick her ass,
overdo.
kick her ass
That's
into the
all.
swamp right off into the sunset.
Try to sleep.
If you breed with her,
When you
you're
wake
gonna
up, we'll be
your
on our
crazy
way
passes
again.
on to the next generation.
On our
Damn,
way.
dear.
Even if we had all our
Yeah, it's
strength,
chill.
we'd never get the boat off this mud. We're finished, Rosie.
I know it.
But I'm not one bit sorry I came.
Well, you were.
What
at the
I mean
beginning.
is,
Oh,
I
you
got
came.
no
Okay,
regrets.
no wonder you're not a bit sorry. Oh. Does this mean you came and went at the same time? Oh,
Dear Lord, we've come to the end of our journey.
right. Lord.
I pray for you to be merciful. Judge us not for our weakness, but
Yeah.
for our love.
Judge us not for our
And
weakness,
open
but
the
for my
doors of
stupidity.
heaven
Oh, for
for Charlie and me.
Pray for Charlie.
and they got away with saying that kind of stuff back in the heydays. Oh, huh. Lord, judge us not for our weakness, but for my stupidity. Amen. Get out of my head, Maddie. I said the same thing. Great minds think alike, Angie. Great minds think alike.
Rosie,
Rose.
Rosie, it's over, sweetheart.
It is.
The
Are we in
storm's
heaven?
over. Open your eyes, dear. It's daylight.
I wonder if I dreamed it.
I ain't heard no storm.
If it was just a
Where's the Shazam?
nightmare.
Where's the
I saw animals and birds.
Monsoon,
running,
probably.
screaming.
Oh, it's nothing you dreamed, Rosie. I never seen such a storm.
Charlie, what are you doing? You mustn't work, dear.
What
You're
you
not
doing,
strong
Charlie?
enough yet to.
Rosie, I ain't doing anything. Open your eyes and see.
I ain't
just
do
sitting here
nothing.
next to you.
But we're moving.
But we're moving.
Moving. Rosie, look.
Charlie,
Where
are we?
Rosie, dear, we're on the lake.
Break for
Oh,
the
the
storm
rain
scene.
that filled the channels. Look, the rain and the wind just lifted the old queen up and carried her over the mud. We've cleared the weeds, Rosie. Oh, look
Oh, he
back
blew
there.
another
We
line.
couldn't have been 100 yards from it last night when we give up hope. Oh, Rosie.
Oh, let's try and build
Oh,
a fire if we
Rosie.
can, and get the engine started, and go right out to the middle, away from these reeds, where we can breathe again.
Sure, sweetheart. Sure, we'll be out
Down
of here
by
in a
the
jiff.
reeds.
Forget about the German boat. Louisa's still in the lake.
Oh, this air. Oh, Charlie, it's wonderful.
This mist clears away.
Like
See,
the
the
air
lake's as
wasn't
big as an
clear back
ocean.
there.
We're on it, Rosie.
Oh, just to breathe again.
Yeah, it's like...
Were you holding your breath the whole time?
I
Damn.
know you don't approve, but it's like a shot of gin. Makes your blood race and your spirits soar.
Oh, I'm sorry I poured out all that gin, Charlie.
Oh, forget it, Rosie.
You what?
And just to show you there's no hard
Yeah, she
feelings, I'll
poured
make
out
you
all the
another
gin.
cup of...
We had
Oh,
a why the gin always gone moment.
Charlie.
Rosie, there, to starboard. That's the Imperial German Navy. That's the Louisa.
She's coming towards us,
We
Charlie.
gotta make a run for it. Back to the weeds.
We got a
Go
book.
around while I stoke the boiler.
Forget about the suicide mission?
Yesterday those
Dun,
weeds were
dun,
our
dun,
death.
dun.
And Charlie, today they're our salvation. Oh, I was so sure they'd seen us.
Look at the size of her, Rosie. See her guns?
Why did they stop at that little island, Charlie?
Well, likely it's just routine, or
Look
maybe
at the
just
size,
checking
it's
what the
so
storm
big.
tore up.
Or
They'll be
Epstein's
back again. You know
facility.
how them Germans are.
Methodical, yes.
Yeah, that's them, all right. They lays down systems and they stick to them. Mondays they're one place, Tuesday someplace else, and Wednesday they'll be back here. Oh. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, Rosie. You're thinking of the next time the Louisa comes back here, aren't you, old girl?
How long will it take, Charlie, to get the torpedoes ready?
Depends on the detonators.
I'm thinking, I
Well,
want some in.
I gotta rig up something. We'll manage it,
He wants
Rosie.
his torpedo.
We'll manage it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, there they are, Rosie. Them's the detonators.
Oh, Charlie, you're
What's
wonderful.
more, I think they'll work.
Now, what about the cylinders?
Well, with you helping, I'll lash them
No,
on each
no,
side of our
we
bow.
still got
Only we can't set the
that
detonators on until we're ready to set out. You see,
Yep.
they're kind of tricky, Rosie.
We'll be working at night, Charlie. Can you do it in the dark?
It's a case I have to.
And you're
I can do it in
sure
the
they'll
dark,
come back
yeah.
for Louisa?
Yeah.
Now, let me
I was
see.
about to
Given
ask,
both the
dude,
speed and the
what do you
size of
think?
this lake, my guess is
Yeah.
she'll be back here tomorrow afternoon.
That's
And
our
when she
specialty.
comes, we'll be ready.
Tomorrow afternoon. Charlie, let's make the Queen as clean as we can. Let's scrub her decks and polish her brass.
She ought to look her best, representing as she does the Royal Navy. I
Scrub
think I
and
even got a
polish.
flag around somewhere.
Charlie.
About
We'll
that
sail
guy,
out
what
of
does it
these
matter
leaves
what the
proud
damn
as a
boat
dreadnought. Rosie.
Rock the
Yes,
boat.
What about to ram the boat? Wait,
Well,
we
there
have
ain't
to clean
no
it
use
first.
of both
Right,
of us
okay.
doing it. As you can plainly see, it's a one-man job.
Oh, you couldn't be more right, Charlie
Now,
dear.
Rosie, I'm glad you agree. When the time comes, I'll put you off here on the east shore. You'll wait for me while I attend to the Louisa.
Oh, certainly not. You're the one to put ashore. This whole thing was my idea, wasn't it? I'm the
Yeah.
logical one to carry it
Now,
out.
Rosie, I'm surprised at you. You're a very sensible woman, as a rule. While with 2 torpedoes hanging off our bow, she'll steer entirely different, let alone being half swamped.
Didn't I steer us down the
Well, I
rapids?
suppose she broke down out there. Wouldn't you look foolish? But me, she knows who her boss is, you bet that old engine does.
Well, I suppose you're right.
Now, that's settled.
Oh, no. I only meant it may be necessary for you to come along.
Come along. Oh, no, you don't. You'll wait for me on the east shore.
Who do you think you are? Ordering me about?
I'm the captain.
I'm the
that's
man, woman.
all. And I ain't taking
Wait a
too
minute.
long. You'd only be in my way.
I suppose I was in your way going down the rapids. And what you said to me back there on the river was a lie. How you never could have done it alone, and how you had lost your heart and everything. And oh,
Why don't we-
Oh, great. You're going all emotional.
we're having our first quarrel.
Oh,
Oh,
You're a
Rosie.
liar.
Just
You
that I
fiend, you
can't
scoundrel.
bear
You
the thought of
scum.
you.
right.
Well, supposing that anything should happen, not that anything will.
Don't you understand, Charlie?
Yeah, Charlie.
I wouldn't want to go on without you.
Oh, good Lord, I want to go on without you. Okay, in case you guys are wondering, that's the Louisa, or a reasonable facsimile thereof. So that is the size of the thing they're trying to ram with the little boat I showed you earlier.
Yeah,
Okay?
I don't see it.
So oh, hang on. Share this tab. Here we go.
There it is. Okay.
This is the Louisa. So this is the boat. This is the big ass ship that they're trying to ram with the African Queen that I showed you guys earlier, which is markedly fucking smaller than this thing. So yeah,
Who do they think they are? Somali pirates?
I don't know.
Rosie.
I'm the captain now.
All right. It'll be you at the tiller, Me at the engine, just like it was from the start.
I knew you'd see it, Charlie.
Yeah, and if you wouldn't have thrown away all the gin, both of you could have rammed her drunk.
Mm-hmm.
The British version of kamikaze.
That's not booze. That was pain management.
Right.
There she is, Rosie. That's the Louisa, right on time.
There's no
There
smoke.
she goes.
The wind, sweetheart, is blowing the smoke fast as it comes out.
I don't like this wind.
Me neither, Rosie. It's gonna
But
storm.
if it storms tonight, there'll be less chance of them seeing us. Maybe a storm would be a blessing, Charlie.
That's the way to look at it, Rosie, old girl. Now let you and me get them started on them detonators.
We're actually going to go through with it. Just the size
We're not
difference
making
in
any
between
time,
the two
Rosie.
boats is
Something's
like
wrong.
2 years. No.
Steer, Charlie.
Taking too much water in the bow. It's them torpedoes weighing us down.
Charlie, look, those waves.
Hang on, Rosie.
Hang on, Rosie. They're
Johnny,
not
the
going to hear us
torpedoes!
over all this yelling.
Worse than that, we're sinking, Rosie.
The tiller's gone. Something broke.
Everything's broke. Grab the preserver, Rosie, and then jump.
Charlie. Charlie.
Rosie.
I don't want to know about anybody's Rosie Charlie. That's disgusting.
Right.
Especially if it's going to jump.
You, I will remind you just once more, you are a prisoner aboard the steamship Louisa of His Imperial Majesty's Navy.
See? You didn't know
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
You will tell us the truth. Now, what is your nationality? French, Belgian, British?
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yes, what?
that. The nationality is insane.
British.
What were you
Scandinavian.
doing in these waters?
They come from the island of
fish.
Loco.
Yeah. Fishing off the
Its
island.
capital
You're a
is
spy
Screwless.
for the British. Well, do you deny this?
You spy.
Told you I was fishing.
Das ist der gesamte Beweismaterial der Anklage, Herr Kapitän.
Fahren Sie fort mit der Verteidigung. Obviously, you're lying, but it does not matter. This court will sentence you to be hanged.
Eine Frau.
Oh, scheint weiß zu sein. You,
Einstein.
with a woman with you. Rosie,
Yes,
you'll
it's
answer
a
my
woman with
question.
her. Him.
Bring Sie die Frau her.
Rosie.
Charlie.
Who is this woman?
Rosie.
You called her by name.
I thought she was somebody else.
Charlie.
Sie vermittelt.
Who are you?
Miss Rose Sayre.
What were you doing on the lake?
I ain't told them nothing, Rosie.
Silence. What were you doing on the lake?
We were boating.
As your fellow prisoner is about to learn, the penalty for lying to us is death.
Charlie. Very well, then.
Okay, the penalty for
We
ramming
came
you would have
here
been
to-
death, so it's not any different.
To sink this ship. Charlie, dear, at least let's have the pleasure of telling them.
Don't you believe her, Your Honor? She's touched, you know. Fever.
And just how, Fräulein, did you propose to sink the Königin Louisa?
Why, with torpedoes.
Torpedoes.
Yes, Mr. Allnut made them.
Made them. Amazing.
Charlie, tell them how you made the torpedoes.
Well, you see, what I did was I took the heads off 2 cylinders of oxygen. I filled them up with live explosives, about 200 weight. Now, that was easy enough, but it was the detonators took some doing. And you know what I used? Cartridges and nails and blocks of soft wood.
Go on, please.
Then I took the 2 cylinders and hung them port and starboard in the
Yes,
bow of the
dear, she is
African Queen.
insane.
So it's when we rammed you,
And where is the African Queen?
She sank last night in the storm.
Too bad. I should like to have seen those torpedoes.
Perhaps you will. They'll still be floating around somewhere nearby.
yeah, they could still sink this ship, Rosie.
Enough of this Torpedo-Nonsense. Es ist ganz klar, dass die beiden Spione sind. Ich schlage vor, wir geben in 5 Minuten Frist, diese Lügen zurück.
Subtitles, damn it.
You have
Slacke
5
used
minutes
to
in
be
which to
Latin.
reconsider.
Right.
Tell us the truth, or you will both be hanged.
We've told the truth, haven't we,
You have a
Charlie?
license for your torpedoes.
And we got a favor to ask, Your Honor.
Well,
It's for you with the license.
Well, you're the
5
captain,
miles.
I guess.
I am.
Well,
You're the captain,
then
I
you could
guess.
marry us.
Oh, Charlie.
Really?
Lovely
You're about to die
kind
and you
of
want to be married.
craziness is this?
Come on, Captain. It won't even take 5 minutes. And it'll mean such a lot to the lady.
If you wish it. Absolutely. Very well. What are the names again?
Charles.
Rosie. Rose.
Da ist eine Bibel auf dem Brett hinter dem Schreibtisch.
Ja, Herr Leutnant. Ich
Probably talking about
Bring sie
crazy
her.
two of them are.
Charlie, look.
Look at me.
Both of you. Do you, Charles, take this
These
woman
who
to be
have
your
us
lawful
screws,
wedded
they're
wife?
about to
Yes,
die
sir.
and they want to get
You,
married.
Rose, take
Well, at
this
least it'll
man
be
to
a
be
short
your
marriage.
lawful wedded husband.
I do.
Then by the authority vested in me by His Imperial Majesty Kaiser Wilhelm II, I pronounce you are man and wife. Proceed with the execution. Abbringen
Okay.
beiden Gefangene nach Achtern und los mit der Hinrichtung!
I'm gonna kill him
Charlie.
anyway.
My husband.
Rosie.
Shoot them.
Rosie.
You will follow me now, at once.
Charlie, the torpedoes.
Rosie, we've done it! We've done it!
We did it.
We've done it. We sunk
We
the
did
ship.
it. We did it. We did it, Boots.
Talk about luck favoring the fools.
You all right, Mrs. Allnut? Can you keep swimming?
Oh, yes. I never felt so good in my life. We blew her up, Charlie.
I guess we did, Rosie.
The wreckage of the African Queen.
Extend out all of that.
They ran the Louisa right into it.
Hello, Wench,
How do you
Theater
feel,
Wench.
Mr. Allnut?
Pretty good.
I went.
for an
I
old
wandered in.
Love,
by
how
my
you
point. Yes,
doing?
you did.
I'm all turned around, Charlie. Which way is the east shore?
The way we're swimming, old girl.
Oh,
There
God.
was a bold fisherman set sail from off Pimlico to catch the bold piggy and the gay mackerel.
Oh, God. You could tell they were in a choir together.
Nice.
Ow.
That was absolutely tragic.
Bravo.
All but our stars will
Bravo,
return.
Sabristiero.
Are you blaming stocking runs on the stockings themselves? Well, perhaps you're making a big mistake.
Yes, look, the blame may belong to the way you wash stockings. You may be wearing out your stockings in the wash. Harsh washings with strong wash day products were never meant for delicate nylons.
Cobweb sheer nylons need delicate care, really special care. Always wash your
Oh, here comes
stockings
it.
gently in
Lux.
pure Lux Flakes.
Oh,
Nylons
Yeah.
thrive on gentle washings in safe Lux lather.
They do?
Right? They'd have this.
She wants to get lathered up, all right.
Right? She wants to get really lathered up. So that was the hour-long presentation of the African Queen. If you actually want to watch the movie, I highly recommend you watching the movie because some of the antics they have on screen is kind of just as funny as the ones that you heard here. It is a very classic movie. I actually loved it. When my dad was still alive, we sat in the living room downstairs and we watched it and Casablanca together. So I got double the treats, basically. So yeah, I would recommend you guys watch the movie. The movie's pretty good. The movie's entertaining. This was terrible.
Oh,
Here.
surely.
Okay, now we're going to move on to Sherlock Holmes, the case of the retired Colourman. And no, that isn't misspelt. That's misspelt. That's spelled the European way. He goes, this is from The New Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. The New Adventures of Sherlock Holmes was an old-time radio show which aired in the USA from October 2nd, 1939 to July 7th, 1947. Originally, the show starred Basil Rathbone as Sherlock Holmes and Nigel Bruce as Dr. Watson. Together, they starred in 220 episodes, which aired weekly on Mondays from 8:30 to 9 p.m. Bromo Quinine sponsored some of the earlier programs on the NBC Blue Network, and for a period, Parker Pen was the sponsor. The show first aired on the Blue Network, but later moved to the Mutual Broadcasting System. Basil Rathbone's last episode as the famous detective was The Singular Affair of a Baconian Cipher. He was eager to separate himself from the cast type of Holmes, and even though the show's sponsor, Petri Wine, offered him generous pay to continue, he decided to move on. Once he did, the sponsor did as well, and Tom Conway took the starring role. Through Nigel Bruce got top billing and was always announced first. The new sponsor was Kreml Hair Tonic for Men, and the new series only lasted 39 episodes. And now for the case of the retired Colourman.
The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, starring Basil Rathbone and Nigel Bruce. The makers of Bromo Quinine Cold Tablets bring you another adventure of Sherlock Holmes with Basil Rathbone as Sherlock Holmes and Nigel Bruce as Dr. Watson.
Basil
Watch
Rathbone.
out for colds, ladies and gentlemen. They're very prevalent now, and a little cold may be the start of a serious illness. What you want to do at the first sign of a cold is take famous bromoquinine tablets. Bromoquinine tablets are made for one purpose and one purpose only.
Knock
That's
your ass
the
out.
relief of cold.
Oh, sorry.
They act fast, give you speedy results. And that's what you want when you have a cold. Bromoquinine
You
tablets
wanna
are
get
known
knocked
the
the
world
fuck out.
over for their efficacy.
Basil of Baker
Trust
Street.
your reputation
Yes,
when buying a medicine. Do this when
You
you
are
feel a
on the
cold
nose,
coming
dear.
on.
You are on the
You'll ask
nose.
for bromoquinine cold tablets.
Give me
And now,
some
as we make our
quinine.
way through the night to Dr. Watson's hospitable door,
You're referring to
we
the
notice
great
a
mouse
feeling of
detective?
spring in the
Yes,
air.
that's who
The
Basil
buds
was
have
named
fallen on
after.
the trees, still black and dripping from the rain. There's the smell of warm, damp earth.
Delicious. Hey, Mr. Manning?
Well, hello, Dr. Watson. I didn't see you in the dark.
Yes, I've been out checking up to see if my magnolias survived the winter.
Any casualties?
No, they all seem to be fairly bursting with bugs. There's nothing as delicious as that first faint whiff of spring. All is treacherous. Come along to the house before we both catch our death of cold.
After you, sir.
Not at all, my boy. None of that age before beauty nonsense. I'm not as decrepit as all that.
Oh, what's this? Front hall littered with trunks and suitcases?
Oh, yes. I'm afraid my annual wanderlust has broken
It's
out rather
Dr.
early
Watson.
this spring.
Zed, it's Dr.
I'm off on a little jaunt first thing tomorrow morning, but come along into
His
the study.
voices.
Does that mean that this is the last of our storytelling evening?
For this winter, yes, I'm afraid it does. Well, I trust I'm not too forward if I hope to be invited back again in the fall.
Oh, of course not. You know we'll be waiting for your return.
Oh, thanks very much. It's very, very decent of you. To put up with the hand rings of an old fellow like yourself. I appreciate it, you know. But sit down, Mr. Manning. Sit down there, over there, in the usual chair. Let's get on with our story.
The other guy is basically chronicling Dr. Watson
You're
and
going to tell us
Sherlock's
about
adventures
Professor
instead of Dr.
Moriarty
Watson
tonight,
writing them down.
Well, I had
himself.
intended to, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to tell you the adventure of retired Colourman instead.
Retired Colourman? Isn't that a military term?
No, it isn't. Mr. Josiah P. Amberley has been the junior member of Brickfall and Amberley, manufacturers of artistic paint boxes. He's made quite a tiny little fortune. Retired from business at the age of 61, bought a house at Lewisham and then settled down. The next year, 1897, I think it was, the old fool married.
Married?
Yes, married. The woman's 30 years his junior.
Yeah, that's always a bit risky.
Risky. Risky. Within 2 years, he was as miserable a creature as crawls beneath the sun. Oh, dear me, I'm jumping ahead of the story again.
Within
As I was
2
saying,
years, he was miserable.
it was the 23rd of April, 1899, and a rainy and disagreeable April it had been. Holmes was in a melancholy and philosophic mood that morning as he stood by the window, watching the raindrops chasing one another down the pane. Rain had always depressed him when he was not working on a case. When he was working on a case, I don't believe he realized that there was such a thing as weather.
Look at that beastly rain. Hasn't stopped for 3 days.
Yeah,
There's
look
gonna
at
be
that
another
rain.
flood. Well, heaven only knows what transgressions could have brought it on. That's been a really first-class crime for months.
Oh, cheer up, Holmes, cheer up. It's probably good for the crops or something.
A shortage in crime?
No. The rain, of course, probably makes the little buds sprout and the little shoots shoot.
Oh,
and
don't be
all
so
the little-
blasted optimistic. More likely rotting all the seed that's already been planted.
Damn.
Rain, where the deuce does it all come from? This confounded English climate? Why any man with half a brain stays on this rain-soaked, mist-bound island is beyond me.
Oh, I doubt if the men have anything to do with it. It's the ladies, God bless them. This climate gives them perfect complexions, and with so many lovely creatures about, what Englishman would think of quitting the country? So much beauty, such exquisite...
Oh, rubbish, Watson, rubbish. Spring has given you a temporary softening of the brain. I regret to say it seems to have that effect on most impressionable males.
Impressible nonsense. When a woman's concerned in running for cases, you never even notice whether she's 16 or 60, and then you don't care whether she's got a well-turned ankle or whether she's flat-footed.
Oh, why should I?
Holmes, there are times when I think you're a cold-blooded fish.
Possibly, Watson, possibly. Why do you suppose the fool doesn't show up?
What fool?
Josiah P. Amberley.
Oh, is he one of your clients?
Oh, I suppose I may call him so. He's been sent to me by Scotland Yard.
Oh, by Scotland Yard.
Quite, by Lestrade, to be exact. You must consider the case fairly hopeless if Lestrade hands the matter over to me of his own accord.
Look, Holmes, There's a cab drawing up in front of our front door. He must be your client, Mr. Ambler.
Yeah. Strange-looking individual, eh, Watson?
He's quite an old fellow. Looks literally bowed down with care.
Ah, but no weakling. Look at those shoulders and that chest. The framework of a giant. He's arguing with the cab driver about the fare. Huh. Watches the pennies, eh?
I must say I don't like his face. So fierce and eager, and the way those snaky locks of grizzled hair stick out from under his hat.
Wonder what he's worrying. What's worrying, Mr. Amberley? Willing to bet it has something to do with money. I imagine nothing else could upset him to any great extent.
Nonsense, Holmes. You always look on the base side of human nature.
Here he is now. Come in, come in.
Which of you is Sherlock Holmes?
I am. This is my friend, Dr. Watson.
Who are you? I'm a broken man. He's robbed me, the swine. Taken everything I had in the world. I thought he was my friend, and he took everything. Right from under my nose, in my own house. Robbed me, he did.
Yes, I felt sure it was a question of money.
Money? Who said money? He stole my wife, the light of my life, the apple of my eye. It's true she was very expensive, but after all, she was my wife, and he stole her.
Now, Mr. Amberley,
My beautiful blonde wife, hair like gold, and my securities. The money I saved up with years of hard work. Gone, all gone.
Yes, thank you. First, tell us about your wife. How long have you been married?
2 years. 2 years, and she's tired of me already. 2 little years.
Easy, my good man, easy. More facts and fewer recriminations if we're to get to the bottom of this case.
Well, 3 years ago, I retired. Bought a house. Big house at Lewisham. Cost me plenty of money, that house did. Well, sir, I'd never lived alone in a big house before, and got sort of lonely. House began to need looking after, so I thought I'd start looking around for a wife. Nice, healthy, young wife to look after me. Then I met Ella. Handsome girl she was, too. A good cook.
Oh, so you
Hair
wanted a
like
sugar
gold.
daddy.
Could bake a
sugar
beef
mama.
and kidney pie that would melt in your mouth. So I thought I might as well get married.
Yeah, very practical, I'm sure.
Yes, that's what I figured at that time. But Lord, Mr. Holmes, the money a woman runs into. There made my heart bleed the way the money went.
I still thought you'd have been
Oh,
glad
you
when the
married
other
a
fellow
gold
took it
digger.
off your hands.
Congratulations.
But who was this,
Wolf in sheep's clothing?
Yes.
His name was Dr. Ray Ernest, a young fella. Used to come over nights and play chess with me.
I see. He stole your wife.
Yes, and my securities.
Yes, but surely the securities are registered. You can hardly hope to convert them.
Maybe not, but I must have them back. And you've got to find those securities for me, Mr. Holmes. You've got to find them.
And your wife, of course?
Well, of course, wherever she is, they are.
Not quite. On the other hand, Mr. Amberley, I confess I don't see that I can be of much service. It's a routine matter, and I'm sure that Scotland Yard would be only too glad.
They haven't found not a single security.
Very well, very well, very well, very well. And we'll do our best. Dr. Watson will take a run down to your house at Lewisham to look over the ground.
Oh, really?
Basically, he just tried to tell the guy, I don't want to take your case
yourself.
because it's boring as
After
hell.
my heavy financial loss, nobody cares if an old man's heart is broken.
Now, stop that bubbling. I'm not coming myself because I'm preoccupied with the case of the 2 Coptic patriarchs. This particular case doesn't seem to be very complicated. I'm sure, Mr. Amberley, that Dr. Watson can handle it as well as I could myself.
Well, that's the best that you can offer. I suppose I'm
Now he's handing it off to Dr. Watson.
Pampered, that's what she was. And that young man that...
Watson can do it for me.
I treated him like my own son. Let the run of the
Face
house.
it, dude.
And now
Your
look
case
how they
sucks.
treated me.
Not even
Me,
Sherlock
you
much.
never harmed us.
Quite. And now, good day, Mr. Amberley.
Yes. Well, good day, Mr. Holmes.
Gold digger
Now,
ran
let's
off
Dr.
with my
Watson
money
this
and another
afternoon.
man.
You have my address, I believe. Oh, the ingratitude. No,
There's no strange reason I want the gold digger back and my
I
money
must
too.
say, Holmes, I like the way you shoved all this off onto my shoulders. Coptic patriarchs, indeed. You just don't want to go.
Right, Watson, right, the very first time. You've been begging for a case all to yourself for months. Well, here it is.
Yes, and a nice case you've given me, I must say. That old skinflint.
Oh, my
Appreciate
daughter,
your
oh,
stuff.
my ducats, eh? The emphasis on the ducats, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, confound that passage. There. Ah, that's better. That's dash good. Hello. The steps on the stairs. Watson, if I'm not mistaken, and in a triumphant mood.
Hello, Holmes. Well, I'm back.
Hail the conquering hero. A successful afternoon, I take it, with the light of victory in your eye.
Well, I did manage to dig up a cure.
Good. How about Mr. Amberley's place of residence? What's it like?
Well, he calls it the Haven.
Oh, charming.
Yes, Yes, isn't it?
It's quite
I
an
think the
interesting
place
place,
interests
really.
you, Holmes. You know that particular quarter, the monotonous brick streets, the weary suburban highways. Well, right in the middle of them lies this beautiful old home, surrounded by a high sun-baked wall, mottled with lichens and topped with moss. The sort of wall...
You may omit the Percy, Watson. I note that it was a high brick wall.
All right. I should have guessed it was the Haven, even if I hadn't asked the lounger who was smoking outside in the street.
A lounger?
Yes, a tall, dark, heavily-moustached man with a curious look in his eye.
With great tinted glasses and a Masonic type-in?
Good heavens. How do you know?
Oh, the fool. A child of 10 could have seen through that.
I must say, Holmes, I don't see.
Never mind. Continue with your story, Watson.
Well, I'd hardly entered the gateway before I saw Mr. Amberley coming down the drive to meet me. He began at once, pouring out his grievances. We walked back to the house together.
And?
Well, once inside the wall, I must say, I've never seen a place worse kept. Garden lined with weeds and in a dreadful neglect. The house, too, was slatternly to the last degree. It just goes to show what happens to a place when there's no womanly hand about to keep it in order.
Yes, but Mrs. Amberley's only been missing a few days. Hardly time for so much disintegration to take place. Must have set in before she left.
Oh, possibly. At any rate, Mr. Amberley seemed to be ashamed of it. He's doing his best to remedy it, though I must admit that his efforts looked a trifle ineffectual.
What's to become of me? What's to become of me? My wife gone, most of my fortune stolen. Oh, come in, Dr. Watson, come in. Here you see what remains of what used to be called my home. An Englishman's home, castle, so they say. But home is
Yeah,
where
the
the heart
gold
is.
digger took
My
my
heart.
money.
Look out, Dr. Watson, about that wood waste.
He's very
I
French.
don't understand a word that guy is saying.
Me either. He's talking so damn fast.
You're almost getting that pot of paint.
Oh, dash it all, Amber. This is absolutely the limit.
Sorry,
He's not talking. He's doing sound effects.
You're alone.
Slow down, dear boy.
Painting yourself.
I must strike you a strange occupation under the circumstances.
Jesus Christ, dude. Put the red bulb down.
And step in here, Dr. Watson. This is my study, my sanctum sanctorum.
Oh, sanctum sanctorum. I see you've just finished painting woodwork in this room, too.
Oh, to the lady in the hat for $500, right, Zed?
The smell of paint.
Yeah, it's not right. That's why I have a fire in here.
Now, let me see. Where did you keep your security?
In the safe in that wall. This room is really a strong room. I can think. With an iron shutter on the window and an iron door.
You guys are interested? I put the
that's
link
the
to
irony
that
of it.
panel in
No
the chat.
speaking without could have taken my money. But my wife, my own wife. There's a picture, Dr. Watson, on the mantel. Taken in a wedding dress.
Dude, what did they do? Like, shoot him up with speed before he reported his lines?
The ingrate. Why, the very night, that very night, I bought 2 upper circle seats at the Haymarket Theatre. What did they give her a treat? I did. No. Last moment said she felt sick. That she had a headache, she did. I believed her, went alone. When I came back, she was gone. The safe was right.
Just a minute. What night was that, Mr. Amber?
Last Thursday.
Oh, Thursday.
Yes, an unused ticket. Money wasted. She was always wasting money.
May I have that ticket, Mr. Amber? Hold on. You would have thrown it in the fire. No, why?
I wanted to get rid of it. I want to get rid of everything that reminds me of her. Here, give me that ticket.
It's Hugh Grant's
There in the
great-grandfather.
fire she goes, Custer. May her soul burn in torment. Her picture's burning now.
We're just going to toss this evidence in the fire.
Unpleasant fellow, eh, Watson? This case begins to look more somber than I suspected. If you could only have brought me that ticket, Watson.
Oh, I did my best, Holmes. I may not have the ticket itself, but I did notice the number of the seat.
Oh, bravo, Watson. How did you happen to remember it?
Well, as a matter of fact, it was my place in form at school, 31, see from the bottom. And so it stuck in my head.
Splendid, old fellow. Then Amberley's seat must have been 30 or 32. Hear me now. Who can that be?
Well, whoever it is, he's dashed impatient.
Oh, yes. Here he comes up the stairs, fairly running. Come in. Well, bless my soul if it isn't our old friend, our good friend, Mr. Amberley. What's up?
A telegram, Mr. Holmes. I can't make anything of it. Here, see for yourself.
Uh-huh. Come at once without fail.
Yes.
Can give you information as to your recent loss signed Elman,
Yes,
the
Elman.
vicarage. Dispatched at 2:10 from Little Purlington. Little Purlington in Essex, I believe, not far from Frinton. You will start at once, of course. Watson, look up the train.
There's probably a hoax. What could anyone in Little Purlington
But it's
know
from a
about?
very responsible person. Where's my Crockford? Yes, here it is. We'll look up this minister of the gospel. Elman. Here it is. Yes, J.C. Elman, M.A., living of Mossmore, Castle, Burlington.
Yes, but I still don't...
Surely, Mr. Amberley, you want to find your wife and your lost security.
Of course, but it's a waste of time and money.
Here we are. Here's a train from Liverpool Street, 5:20.
Yes, just have time. Mr. Amberley, you go downstairs and hail a cab. I'll help Dr. Watson throw a few things in the bag.
You think I need Dr. Watson? Perhaps I'd better go alone.
Oh, no. It may be a trap for all we know.
Don't think I shall go.
Mr. Amberley, it would make the worst possible impression on both police and on myself if you refused to follow up so obvious a clue. We should feel that you are not in earnest about this investigation.
Go ahead, walk right into the trap.
Very well, I'll go.
Perhaps you'd better go with him, Holmes.
Take your case, Watson. After the brilliant ways in which you've handled it, no. Go along, Mr. Amberley, or you'll miss your train.
Very well, but the expense...
Sure,
Here, Watson. Here's your bag.
It's packed.
Yes, you never know when you may be called off on a case like this. I packed it for you.
Holmes, I do think
Quite. Now, whatever you do, see that he really does go to Little Burlington.
Yes, I don't think that he's
Again, quite. Should he break away and try to return, get to the nearest telegraph station and send me the single word bolted. I will arrange to have it reach me wherever I am.
What? You have something to look into at this end, then?
I have, Watson. This case is beginning to take on a rather curious, sinister aspect. Above all, old man, take good care of yourself. And Mr. Amberley.
Yeah.
Finally got Sherlock's attention. About time.
Before we find the outcome of Watson's curious mission, ladies and gentlemen, I have a few words to say. Here's what you want to do when you feel a cold coming on. Here's what you want to do at the very first sign of a cold. Take famous bromoquinine cold tablets. Bromoquinine tablets don't fool. No, sir, they get right after a cold symptom. They get right after a cold's misery. They relieve the headache and other pains that go with a cold. They relieve that stuffiness and feeling of depression that accompanies a cold. They help reduce the fever that goes with a cold. Bromoquinine tablets are fast and decisive in their action. First, because they're made especially for the relief of the common cold. And secondly, because they act internally. You can take lots of things for the relief of a cold, but nothing more reputable and reliable than famous bromoquinine tablets.
There's a lot of
Get them at
alcohol
any
in there.
drugstore at the first symptom of a cold. Ask for bromo, B-R-O-M-O, quinine, Q-U-I-N-I-N-E, bromoquinine cold tablets.
For NyQuil was NyQuil, goddammit, you had Colourman.
Ah, confound this rain. Everything's as dark as a black hole of Calcutta.
I like Mama's hot toddy. Shit. Put that stuff right there, you out.
What a little haven this is. I can find a window unlatched. Not much chance on the first floor. The old boy's 2 quarters. Ooh. Second story window, perhaps. Now they managed to scale this porch pillar. Ah, this confounded rain. Just slippery as a greased pole. Come on. Hey, there we are. Yeah.
Relaxative action. Wait a minute.
Easy. And now, 1 foot over the sill.
Up with your hands. Up with them, I tell you. Thought I wouldn't see you prowling around down below, eh? Well, I've caught you red-handed.
Nice wild goose chase that turned out to be. That friend of yours, Sherlock Holmes, is a fool.
I'm sure, Mr. Amberley, if you'll call and see him, he can explain.
Explain nothing. That vicar had never seen that telegram before. The way he treated us. You might have thought we were suspicious characters. And missing the last train and having to sit up all night at a confounded station with the rain dripping through the roof.
Well, we could have gone to an hotel.
Gone to an hotel? That costs money. Gone to an hotel, indeed.
Here's your house, Mr. Amberley. I think I'll go along home now and get some breakfast.
You will not. I'm going to come into the house and see if everything's all... I look up there. The window over the porch. It's open.
Perhaps you left it like that yourself.
Rubbish. I tell you, I don't like the looks of this. Where's my key? Where's my key? Here it is. We'll soon find out.
It's very high-strung.
It's gloomy, isn't it?
Look. Someone's been here rising up. Footprints on the
quite
first page.
fellow, isn't it?
I'll find him and I can tear the place apart.
Excitable.
We're waiting for you in the study.
Holmes. Good heavens,
Oh,
what a
when
start you get.
How did you get in here?
What up, Holmes?
An upstairs window.
That's burglary, young man.
Yes. Burglary's always been an alternate profession, and I cared to adopt it. I'll admit I was glad I hadn't when I walked into Inspector Lestrade's gun last night. He thought I was a burglar, too. But come, we're keeping him waiting. He's in the library. Here they are, Lestrade. I told you we could expect them back before 10.
No, but look here, that's not Lestrade. That's the man I saw loitering in front of the gate yesterday afternoon. The fellow with the black moustache and glasses.
Yes, that's right, Dr. Watson.
Black moustache. Wait a minute.
Fondly imagines that's the disguise.
Oh, now look here, though.
It's as obvious to anyone who takes the
Now,
trouble.
look
They
here,
could see
I've
that-
had enough of this. I won't have two busybodies prowling around my house in the middle of the night. And what's more, Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I suspect you sent that telegram yourself.
Very clever of you, Mr. Amberley, very clever. You look a trifle pale. I thought a night in the country might do
Oh,
you
no,
good.
enough of that. What kind of a fool do you take me for? I had
The big
you
one.
put behind the bars, all of you.
Oh, surely not Inspector Lestrade. Why, he's from Scotland Yard.
I don't care if it's from the House of Lords.
Yeah, none of that.
You're all disgraced, publicly disgraced. Breaking into my house in the middle of the night. Oh, I'll get you for that. What were you doing in here last night? Answer me that.
Looking for the bodies.
The bodies?
Looking for the bodies. The bodies of your wife and Dr. Ernest. What have you done with them?
I dare
You
you.
murdered them in this room. We have ample proof.
Why, you...
Stop him, Watson. Stop him. He's got a capsule in his hand. It's poison. He's going to swallow it.
No.
Come on,
you
get that
don't.
out.
Spit it out.
Spit it out.
Spit it out, or I'll choke
No
you.
short cut, Mr. Amberley, if you please. Everything decently and in its proper place. Take him away, Lestrade.
Right, come along now. No more monkey business. I won't put up with that. All right.
Phew. What a scene. That old brute Amble is a murderer, eh? How did you find it out?
Well, the first clue was the theater ticket, which you didn't use. We found that out.
Oh, that destroyed his alibi.
Yes, the theater people assured us that there had been 2 empty seats, not just one. The second clue was the smell of fresh paint. What was he trying to hide by that?
What?
Gas. He asphyxiated his wife and Dr. Ernst in this room.
Good heavens.
His strong room, which was as near airtight as anything could humanly possibly
Yes,
be.
but how?
Well, that's what I wanted to find out. That's what I was looking for when I broke into the house last night.
And what did you find?
Look here. Notice the gas pipe along the skirting here? It rises in the wall, in the angle there, and ends in that plaster rose in the center of the ceiling where it's concealed by that ornamentation. The end's wide open.
How horrible.
Yes, and look here. Look, to the floor.
How horrible.
2 words written on the wall. We
Suck it!
were. Then a scroll. We were. What does that mean?
The poor devil was trying to write, "We were murdered." I can see the whole ghastly scene. It was last Thursday night. Amberley had lured his wife and Dr. Ernest into this room.
Buddy, what's going on, man? I'm
Hey,
seeing you in a
buddy.
week in a few.
Oh, listen to that wind. I wish it would stop.
It's not so bad in this room. Have a little game in here, eh, Dr. Ernest? Just you sit here. Entertain the doctor while I go and look for the chessmen. Excuse me for a minute, Dr. Ernest.
Certainly.
And if you don't mind, close the door. It's a draft. It'll be much cozier in here with the door
The
closed.
drafty in here.
Much cozier.
Right.
If that wind only wouldn't howl. I feel so depressed. Is there something
I see.
terrible we're going to
He
happen?
found the mother of the fatherless
Amberley?
child. Right.
This house is getting on your nerves. Is any wonder?
He gets worse and worse. Oh, Dr. Ernest, I'm so frightened.
You must go away.
What?
Now, don't be alarmed, Mrs. Amberley. I've had your husband under observation for some time. I'm afraid he isn't quite normal. It's,
You think?
it isn't safe for you to stay here any longer.
But Dr.
Your husband's a little off. Can't put my finger on it, but he ain't quite right.
Heaven knows what would happen if I left him alone.
We could get a nurse to take care of him. You can't stay here with him. What was that?
Josiah, he heard us. He was
But
outside
him
the door.
clucking in
listening.
the other room?
Dr. Ernest, this is terrible. What can we do?
Do?
You hear that?
It's the gas. Someone's turned on the gas. I can smell it.
Oh,
Hurry, we've got to get out of here.
What? Oh, the door's locked. He's locked the door. Amberley! I say, Amberley, open the door!
Quick, the window. No, that's locked too. The iron shutters.
Amberley! Amberley, let us out!
You realize
oh, that's a
he's
cackle. Oh, okay.
He's going to kill us.
Almost
must
sounds
have
like he's
gone mad,
clucking
I'm
like a
afraid.
chicken.
He's going
What
mad.
I was afraid of. Maniac. Homicidal maniac. Oh, this is horrible. We're trapped. What a fool I was.
What can we do?
The only thing you can do
So
is sit there and suffocate, I guess.
I can hardly breathe.
Here. Lie down on the floor. Yeah, it's better down here.
It's no use. I can't stay awake.
I can't
I don't mind anymore. I'm quite all right.
No, you're not.
Fred,
You're dying.
Mrs. Amberley. Mrs. Amberley. Don't give up.
The condition of the patient has improved. She died 2 seconds ago.
Warn people. It's dangerous. I can't think. God, I can't breathe. I can't think.
He's just a whooping and a hollering in the other room. He's thinking, Buff, we must put the poison out. But there are no snakes in here.
Hey, Bobby.
What a tragic story, Dr. Watson. Was Mr. Amberley insane?
They decided he was. He ended his days in an asylum.
Did they ever find the body?
Yes, at the bottom of an old well, the opening of which had been cleverly concealed by a dog catcher.
I see.
And now I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye.
Well, not goodbye, Dr. Watson. Au revoir.
Oh, just as you say, Mr. Manning. Anyway, in conclusion, I want to thank you and our radio audiences who so patiently listened to the reminiscences of a sentimental old fellow. I want to wish you all, old and young, an extremely happy summer.
Thank you, Dr. Watson.
You know,
Ladies
like the
and gentlemen,
ladies
in
out
just a
there
moment,
know that
Basil
I can
Rathbone would
still
like
get
to
it
say a
up.
few words to you. But first, may I give you a word of advice? Remember the danger of the so-called common cold. Remember the sickness it can cause and the bills it can cost. Act promptly, decisively, at the first sign of a cold. Take famous bromoquinine tablets.
Bromoquinine.
Bromoquinine. Somehow.
I actually found them. It says cold tablets with laxative action. Hold on. These things gonna make you. They're gonna knock out that cold, but you also gonna be shitting up a stone.
Shit that cold right out of your nose. Oh,
It's going down.
right. Theater wedge ginger, murderous hyena. Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna knock that cold out, all right.
Bromoquinine tablets, so you can blow it straight out your ass.
Right, right. Exactly. Exactly. And now for our feature presentation. If you too would like to have a feature presentation, all you have to do is become a patron or a monthly supporter on Ko-fi, all of which can be found in the pinned link above. Feature presentations are always the last episode of the show, and they are played from the first episode to the very last. That is how priority requests work. Before we continue with the shadow, Mitch, you got them links?
Oh, well, fine.
It'll be that way then.
Well, let's see. Copy link. There we go. That's one of them. Wow, there it is. All right. Once again, this is the Rumble link where we watch an assortment of movies this week at 4:30 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. We're doing a threefer. A threefer, or is it a threefer or a triple dip?
I don't know. Threefer
It's
sounds
complicated. We're calling it a mamaversary because it's close enough to the 1-year anniversary of the Never Watch Alone series. I should paste that before I forget.
And it's just after Mother's Day. So
Yeah, and it's just after Mother's Day, so we're hitting it on that score, but it's also the 45th anniversary of the release of the original Friday the 13th, which we are watching this Thursday.
Cool. Yeah.
With running commentary and a review afterward. But we're also, because it's our show's anniversary, we're running a couple of fan films that we thought were rather good. So we're
in other words, Tyr didn't pick them.
What's that?
In other words, Tyr didn't pick them.
I don't know. No, I think he did, actually.
Oh, my. Oh.
But, that happens from time to time. Meanwhile, here's the link to tonight's episode of Minions of the Zoo in Space, where we talk about any damn thing under the sun. Paste. There we go. And that's at 11 p.m. Eastern this evening with Star Trek Inline. I keep saying Inline. Star Trek Online playing in the background, just so that there's a visual element going on.
Yep. And also, in the live chat now is going to be a link to Pat's channel. So there you go. Pat's going to be... What are you going to be discussing on your live stream, my dear Pat?
Well, like I said, that's why I'm gonna have to take my leave right here. Like with this thing come up, I'm gonna basically be discussing a lot of things. Depending on what pops up. Like I said, mostly I'm saying do with a couple of ex-sex workers. One being Nala Ray, where she was recently at a Charlie Kirk. She's at one of Charlie Kirk's things where she pretty much called for a ban on porn and things like that. And so a lot of people are basically blazing up about that since she pretty much made her living doing that right there. Then I got a couple of more topics that I basically want to talk about that just popped up on my feed, and I'm just going to go and just basically give my whole entire 2 cents on that right there. So I'm about to jump over to my live stream in a second right there. If you want to basically check me out, it's on the Yo Boy Live channel right there. And plus I also have a, let's see, I have a link to my, yeah, here it is. I'm putting in private chat right here. This is the link to my bear witness fanfic that we're basically doing right now, where it's like I basically play like the protagonist of the whole entire thing. Pinky Salmon is the narrator. We have a whole lot of people, including G-Dubs herself, who's in the chat right now. She plays, Maura and Heidi, and she does an excellent job on it too, man. We have so many people. We have G-Dubs, we have Pinky, we have Modern Medusa up in there, man. It's just a whole, a whole lot of fun that we're basically having with the whole entire thing. Like I said, we're 5 episodes in. I have a total of 30 so far. So that's what we're basically doing on that part right there. So if you want to check that out, like I said, well, the censored version is on YouTube, where the uncensored version is in my Discord. If you ever want to check that out right there.
Okay, and there you go. And anybody who is on the stream obviously gets shilled by me if you have something to shill. Also, if you have anything in the live chat that you would like to tell everybody about, any projects or anything, or Angela, if you're still listening, if you want to put in your GoFundMe link to help so people can help you get on your feet so you can get your business going, go right ahead. I don't mind if you shill your links. We're all hanging out here. We're all friends. We all like to support each other. Love you too, bloody ya. And we do that by sharing our links around. So I am never going to prevent you from, putting your links in the live chat, because that's just what we do around here. And that's what I like to do with people that are in the live chat and have something going on. Now, without further ado, here comes our feature episode of The Shadow, the House of Horror.
And with that, I have to take my leave, unfortunately. But I'll see y'all later on now. Thank you for having me on.
Take care, dear.
What evil lurks in the hearts of men?
Steve.
The Shadow knows.
Darkwing Duck.
The Shadow, who aids the forces of law and order, is in reality Lamont Cranston, wealthy young man about town. Years ago in the Orient, Cranston learned a strange and mysterious secret: the hypnotic power to cloud men's minds so they cannot see him. Cranston's friend and companion, the lovely Margot Lane, is the only person who knows to whom the voice of the invisible shadow belongs. Today's story, The House of Horror.
Boy, the audio changed abruptly on that.
This is the gorilla house here. Yeah. What about the watchman? There's only 2 of them in the whole zoo this time of night. They won't be around here for an hour. And this is the screwiest job we ever done.
Didn't we do the House of Horror last week?
Gorilla. Why does he want the gorilla? Is he gonna terrorize?
It's supposed to be the okay. Here we go. Hounds in the Hills. Apparently they screwed up on the listing here. Let's do the Hounds in the Hills. All right, and here we go. Hounds in the Hills.
It was just a gorilla.
Yeah, we did the gorilla thing last week. And it was definitely not the gorilla of my dreams.
Shadow knows.
The Shadow knows.
The shadow saw you do it, you stupid.
Now again comes radio's strangest adventurer, The Shadow.
Strangest
mystery man who strikes terror to the very hearts of shopsters, lawbreakers, and criminals. Today on the air, Blue Coal brings you The Shadow's latest adventure.
There we go. We're back to Blue Coal.
In the Hills.
Good. We don't know what to do without a Blue
The
Coal.
Shadow's exciting adventure will begin. Meanwhile, I have an important message for everybody. We are now in the midst of the most treacherous season of the entire year. But you can protect your family's health during this danger period by burning blue coal. For blue coal gives you clean, uniform, healthful heat all winter long. And its harmless blue coloring is your guarantee of better heat at less cost. So when you order fuel, insist on blue coal. It's Pennsylvania's finest anthracite. Your nearest blue coal dealer will be glad to send you a trial ton. Phone him tomorrow. High in the pine-clad hills of North Carolina, where backwoods living is neighbor to palatial winter homes, there is a haunted mansion, relic of former grandeur.
Blue
With no
coal,
visible
perfect
means
for
of
scrubbing
support,
toilet soap
old
with.
Sadie,
Yes.
haggard, half-demented creature, and Jake, a hunchback son, live in one wing of the dilapidated old house. A pack of great, vicious, crossbreed hounds guards the old place from intruders.
They're vicious.
It is early evening. In the
Crossbreed
dim
hounds.
half-light, two figures, led by one of the hounds, approach the house.
And when one howls, they all howl.
I don't know if that's a hound or an air raid siren.
Right?
You ain't afraid of my big dog, are you? Yes, I am. I'm afraid of your dog, and I'm afraid of you, too. I want to go home to my mother. I don't want to go with you. I kick my dog wherever I go. He won't hurt you. Not so long as you're with me, he won't.
Golly, Gertrude, those wolves sound like fire alarms.
My name isn't
Right,
Jakey.
Zed?
My name is Dickie Nelson. And if you don't let me go home,
My
my mother
name
will
is
be worried.
Dickie Nelson.
Dickie, don't be scared, old Sadie. I'm your mother. Old Sadie's your mother. Didn't know that, did you?
What
You're not my
unfortunate
mother.
names.
And I don't believe there's other little boys here like you said.
Good Lord, they really love that sound effect, don't they?
Old Sadie will show you.
They have to make sure they haven't forgotten these people have dogs.
Mom, it's me.
Don't ask how they got the sound effect.
That's Jake. You're what he was before I dropped him and hurt his back.
Who's that you got with you, Mom?
Who's that? Now, don't you be scared of him, Dickie. I don't like him. He's awful looking. Dickie? He's a hunchback. His mother dropped him when he was a little fellow like you. I dropped him. We'll start all over again with a new Dickie. I won't drop you. You won't be a hunchback like he is. I want to go home to my mother and daddy. I don't like anything here. Leave me alone. Don't touch me. Don't you touch me.
Mom, you crazy old fool. You done it again.
Who gave James Cagney helium?
Yeah, no kidding.
Nice drive, Lamont. Your golf's improving.
So, Cranston, you don't always miss the ball, eh?
Well, that's what a vacation in North Carolina does for you. Especially when you're the host, Mr. Rupert.
I thought you were always on vacations, Lamont. I've never
Did
heard
she
of
just
you
say
doing
dude was a
anything
hunchback
except dabbling
because
in
his
that
mother
mysterious
dropped him?
laboratory of yours.
Yes, just a playboy.
Yes, I just dabble. A little science, a little chemistry, a little psychology.
A little science, a little chemistry, a chemistry is science. Okay, whoever wrote that line needed to edit it.
Sheriff, I
Oh,
hope
yeah.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Perhaps he saw you drive, Gary.
They have much science to do
What
anymore.
is it, Sheriff?
Another child lost. Gone over the cliff at the border trail.
What, another one?
Yes, sir. Little Dickie Nelson this
He's
time.
saying a little math, a little addition, you know, stuff like that.
Little Dickie Nelson.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Fall
Is
in
a
less
member
than
of the
2 weeks.
Lollipop Guild moonlighting?
On
We
the
have
border
no
trail
clue,
over
Green
cliff
Badger.
path.
That's awful.
What is this?
Everything's possible at this
It's a
point.
narrow passage
Yeah.
along the rim of a high cliff.
Remember around the
Washes
Lollipop
out so
Guild?
that a slip on the gravel starts to slide right over the cliff.
And you mean to say 4 boys have been lost there in 2 weeks?
Yes.
4?
Yes, but doesn't it strike you there might be something more than just fate causing...
I'm still waiting for the Lollipop Guild and the Lullaby League to go to
I
war.
don't know.
4 boys in 2 weeks
I'd like
have
to look
slid
at
off
this.
the cliff, but nobody thinks that's the least bit fucking hinky.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Boys will be boys.
Right. They just slip off cliff
look,
left
sir,
and right around here. We have no clue what's going
See
on.
how the trail washes out down the cliff? Yes, yes. That's 1,000 feet straight down there. The river at the bottom. Yeah. I
We
reckon
tell
the
them to
current
walk
must
it
carry
off,
the
but we don't
bodies
see them
away.
when they hit bottom.
We haven't found a trace of them.
I don't suppose there's any doubt about what happened to the boys.
No, Miss Lynn. When Bobby Mina disappeared last week, we found a ball he'd been playing with.
Would you call that conclusive evidence?
Well, this morning we snared up Dickie Nelson's cap that was caught on some shrubbery part way down the mountain. Of course, some of the colored folk around here think Ghost done it.
Ghost?
Yeah.
Ghost?
See, they was howling last night about the time Dickie was
Oh,
lost.
those weren't ghosts, those were dogs.
Kind of howling, Sheriff.
Darned if I know, sir. They say they heard it the 3 times the other boys were lost. But you know how they are. Colored folks up there in the hills are superstitious.
Yes.
Against each other, or are they
kind of a
uniting to
howl
fight the
does
wizard,
ghosts
Mitch?
make in this vast country?
That's what I
Against
asked.
each other.
About near they could describe it, it was like a dog howling. A hound dog.
Well, I've generally found that
You ain't
dog
nothing but a
howling
hound
means
dog. Oh.
dog. Perhaps I'd better reverse the usual procedure. The dog trailing a man.
It's all very mysterious, Lamont.
Yes, it is, Margot. Will you excuse me for a moment, Sheriff?
Yeah, certainly, Mr. Cranston.
Margot, I think the shadow will look into this mystery.
But how?
Go back to the house, Margot. I'll wireless you if I need help. In my invisible state as the shadow.
Out of my head, Maddie.
clue of the dog.
Sorry, Zed. I'm 2 for 2 so far in the chat. First Angela, now Zed. Uh-oh. We're gonna have another upset kid. Now we're gonna have another dead kid.
Don't cry, Dickie. Don't cry.
Huh? What's that? Who are you?
I've come here to help you. You're Dickie Nelson, aren't you?
Said the
Yes, sir, but
disembodied
who are
voice.
you?
Yeah.
It's so dark I can't see you.
You don't need to see me, Dickie. Pretend
Oh,
I'm
this
just
is
a
taking a
shadow.
creepy ass turn.
Right.
You can hear me.
Yes, sir, but I want to go home.
Here, you've got to be a man, Dickie. I'll try to get you home. But you've got to stop crying and help me.
I'm scared, that's why.
Ah, yes, the creepy voice coming from the dude in the mask is totally trustworthy.
Thank you.
Now dry your eyes and wipe your nose. I want you to tell me something.
Yes, sir.
Are there any other boys here?
Yes, sir, 3 of them. How did you get here?
I believed a ghost story, Dickie. And I looked for a ghost who howled like a hound. And then I just walked. But I didn't find a ghost. I found what I expected to find. A dog. In fact, lots of them.
Didn't they see you?
No.
Didn't old Sadie or Jake see
I know
you?
he's the hero, but this just gets creepier by the line, doesn't it?
With the light on.
Yeah.
People can't see me because I've learned how to make them think they don't see me. I blind their eyes to me.
How?
Never mind how.
He stands in front of them, waves his hand, and goes, "You don't see me.
I'm your
You
friend.
don't see
Yes,
me."
sir.
Trust me, Dickie. Perhaps I can find a way to get you and the other boys out of it. Quiet.
Oh, great, my hiccups came back.
Oh, lovely.
Sheriff finds these kids here, they'll hang us, you crazy old fool.
Jake, now don't you touch my baby. He's my Jackie. He's
Oh,
you before
God,
you
he's my
came a
Jackie.
hunchback. If you kill him, you'll be killing yourself. He's you, Jake.
You keep away from me. Don't you touch me.
Jake, don't touch that boy.
Who's that?
I heard it too.
Give me that lamp.
I heard it too, Jake.
This is not the masked man you're looking for.
Nobody's in here but us. Us and the kid.
Oop, dang, hiccups.
He got out.
No, I'm still here.
No, I'm still here.
Voice. Ain't nobody with us.
I heard it too. Well, that's nothing, Jake. I'm always hearing voices. And now you're hearing them. Now we're both crazy.
Reckon it ain't so crazy a voice can scare me. I'm crazy like you, then voices ain't real. Now put this kid out of the way, and then I'll get the others.
No, stop. Please don't hit me with that stick.
No,
Put
Jake.
down that stick, Jake. Put it down.
Now, I ain't scared of voices that ain't real.
I said drop it.
Who hit me? Look.
The voice that ain't
Look,
real.
that place on my wrist. Look.
Well, Jake, I've been hearing voices for a long time, but I ain't never been hit by one.
You done it.
Oh, I did not. I wasn't near you.
Then it was the kid.
I never moved.
Well, then who?
I hit you, Jake. Now I'm going to give you a chance to save yourselves. Let this boy go. Bring the other boys here. I'll take them home.
No,
Let
no,
my
they're mine.
people
They're
go.
mine. They're Jackie. No.
I'll get rid of him my way.
Please help me. I want to go home.
Trust me, Dickie. There's only one thing for me to do now. Jake, this is your last chance.
reckon it's somebody looking for the kids. If it is...
Oh no, it's a train whistle from 2 miles away. Now we're screwed.
But don't the stick, or I will
He'll
shove that
telescope. He
stick
knows
where the
about
sun
my
does,
babies.
refuses
Well, what
to
he don't know
shine.
won't hurt him. Shut the door to the kids' room and lock it.
Hurry up, Jake. Let him in. But don't say a word about my baby.
Don't worry. Maybe I'm crazy too, but I ain't that crazy.
Well, what took you so long, Jake?
Hello, Duke.
He's only partially
Hurry
off
up.
his
Shut
rocker.
the
He's
door.
not completely
Okay,
off his rocker.
What a dump this is. It's better than being in jail up north. If we didn't have this hideout, that's where you'd be. Hello, old Sadie.
Come in, Duke. Off after you again.
Shut up.
Not half-witted old dame talks too much.
Hey, you staying for a while, Duke?
What's it to you?
I don't care.
Oh, lay off the guy, Slim. Jake, and you too, old Sadie.
Yeah?
We're taking a little rest away from the cops, see? Turn the
Away
dogs
from the
loose in the
cops,
yard
Slim.
around the house so they can chew up anybody that comes here looking for us. Go on, Jake, do it now.
All right, Duke.
Just a minute, Jake.
Who's that?
Somebody's in here, Duke.
It's the voice again, Jake. They can't hear it unless they're crazy.
That voice again.
Yes, Jake, that same voice. And the Duke can hear it, too. Can't you, Duke?
Say, what's going on here? Who is that?
I tell you, it's in here, Duke.
Who's playing tricks on me?
Duke, did you ever hear of the Shadow?
The Shadow?
I have, Duke. I know. That's the guy that talks to you, but you can't see him.
Shut up, you fool. Yeah, Shadow. I've heard about you. I never believed what I heard, though.
You can believe it now. Listen, Duke. I'm here for only one purpose. To save the lives of 4 little children.
Oh, don't believe him. It's a lie.
Shut up. I'm handling this. Go ahead, Shadow. Go ahead. Talk some more.
All right. Old Sadie and Jake there put you in a tough spot.
How, Shadow?
Old Sadie is crazy. She's, well, shall we say, borrowed 4 little boys from places near here and made it appear that they were killed. Killed falling over a cliff.
It's a lie. They was killed. I killed them and my Jake took their place.
Duke, the old dame is back.
Shut up.
Jake here is almost as crazy as his mother, but he wants to kill the boys.
Don't believe him, Duke.
Either way, you'll be arrested for kidnapping.
Hey, Duke, we don't want no part in kidnapping.
Well, Shadow, what's the proposition?
If you let me take the boys away back to their homes, you won't be accused of kidnapping.
And give you a chance to tip off the police to where we're hiding out? Oh, no. Let him have it, Slim.
Hey, look, Duke, the door. He went out the door.
He's gone, Duke. He's gone. We can't get him now.
Oh, yes, we can.
How?
The dog. If the Shadow's a man, them dogs can follow his scent.
If the Shadow is a man, you mean the dogs will trail him by his scent?
No.
Even though we can't see him?
He's right, Duke.
For we haven't got anything to give the dogs to smell, to give them the scent.
Maybe he left something in the kid's room. Let's go and see.
Yeah. Come on, let's see. Yeah, let's look around here.
Ah, he's too clever to have left anything behind.
Hey, where'd the boy get that handkerchief he's sniffling into?
Handkerchief, huh?
Yeah. He never had no handkerchief when he come here.
Who gave you this handkerchief, little boy?
A man.
What man?
A man who spoke to me in the dark.
You couldn't see him?
No, he said I had to believe he was here, although I couldn't see him.
Then it's the Shadow's
Get the dogs. Get the dogs. They can get his scent from that handkerchief and trail him.
After the kid's
The
been
Shadow
blowing his
can't
nose
escape
in.
this time.
The Shadow's adventure continues in just a moment.
Oh, of course.
Meanwhile, I'd like to say a few words about a subject that's uppermost in everyone's mind these days: how to save money. Large
The reason
savings
the
in
old lady
cooking
sounds
and
like
heating
Bugsy
costs
Siegel,
can be
I have
saved by
no clue.
switching to blue coal. For blue coal is the perfect
Because
home fuel.
Bugsy,
The best grade
Okay,
of
I'll name it.
Pennsylvania anthracite. And anthracite
Because Bugsy
is the fuel
Seal
that
played the old
furnaces,
woman.
cooking stoves, and parlor heaters in New England were designed to use. Blue coal gives off a steady, clean
Conjure out of ones of
lasts
dollars.
longer and burns down to a fine powdery ash without giving off smoke or grime common to many other fuels. Blue coal's cleanliness will appeal to New England housewives. For housekeeping is greatly simplified when blue coal is used, because with this dependable fuel, you not only have a more comfortable home, but a cleaner house inside and out. These are the reasons why blue coal is so popular in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Sales in Pawtucket this winter are 12% ahead of sales for the same period a year ago. Here's another point. You buy American when buying blue coal. It is mined and prepared in Pennsylvania by the Glen Alden Coal Company, especially for home use. So for economy and cleanliness, start using blue coal tomorrow. Order it by name. Phone your nearest blue coal dealer. You'll find him listed in the Where to Buy It section of your classified telephone directory under the name Blue Coal.
Margot Lane. The children are alive. Alive in an old house about 4 miles off the cliff road. They're being held captive. There's no time to lose. I'm in the woods. A pack of hounds is trailing me. You
There's
probably
that
hear
guy
them.
that barks like a dog again.
Hurry.
Right.
Get the sheriff. Save the children. Hurry.
I was dumb enough to leave a handkerchief behind. Now the dogs know that I'm not just a shadow.
Come on,
Right.
Jake.
Throw some dog
Keep up
treats
front
in
where
their
we can see
direction.
you. Don't try to hide behind the trees. If you think you can sneak back to the house.
All right, Duke, all right.
Slim. Yeah, Duke? If Jake starts falling back again anymore, trying to lose us among the trees in the dark so he can go back to the house and finish off them kids, let him have it.
Okay, boss. I wasn't. Honest, I wasn't.
Okay. Then come on.
Hey, you, Jake. Ain't those dogs liable to turn on us? Yeah, if you was alone. Yeah, but I'm with you.
You hear that, Duke? The dogs have got the shadow. It's lucky for us he left his handkerchief with the kids so the hounds could get the scent, ain't it, huh? Yeah. Now, there's only one or two things for the shadow to do. Stand and be chewed by them beasts, or else climb a tree. He's not invisible to a dog's nose. They can smell him.
If he's climbed a tree, we got him, Duke. Hey, there's the dogs jumping around that tree. Right there. See him?
Well, what do we do now? Well, we can't do much while it's dark. What do you mean? I mean, we gotta keep the shadow treed until it's daylight.
Yeah, but you can't see him, whether it's light or dark.
That's right. Maybe he's beating us after all. Listen, if we wait till daylight, then we can see where he is in the tree.
But you can't see where he is.
Yeah, but when he comes, he has to shake the branch he's sitting on. And when we see any of them leaves shaking, we'll shoot right at that place.
It'll be like shooting at nothing.
I know. Say, if we don't get him that way, he has two other things to choose from.
Yeah, what's that?
We can keep him treed until he gets so weak he can't work his invisibility gag anymore, and he comes down. And then the dogs get him.
Well, there's nothing to do but wait till morning then.
No, but we gotta keep awake. Morning ain't far off, and then we'll see.
Hey, Duke. I got to thinking sitting here last night. What about them kids?
Well, Slim, what about them?
We didn't do it, but they can pin a kidnapping rap on us.
Not without evidence, Slim.
No, but you... Oh, I get it. No evidence, huh?
That's right.
No kids.
What do you think?
Yeah. Jake here don't want no evidence either.
As soon as we dispose of the man who calls himself the Shadow, no one will know.
And then Jake here gets rid of the kids.
That's right.
Yeah, but how about Jake and old Sadie?
I think they could disappear and not be missed.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey, Duke, look. We can see the whole tree now. But I don't see nobody.
No, of course not. But he's there. Now watch carefully, Slim. There's no wind. Any limb or branch that moves may be the Shadow.
Yeah.
So when something moves, let him have it.
I get it. Hey, but how do we know when we get him?
He'll come down, Slim. Now, you missed, Slim. Take your time.
Hey, what's that? I thought I saw a branch move. We're shooting at the Shadow, Jake.
And when he's unconscious or dead, we can see him all right. And then...
You didn't do so good yourself, Duke.
Those dogs are hungry.
Yeah. I bet they look nice from up in the tree, waiting for their breakfast.
How can you shoot him if you can't see him?
Shut up, Jake. Now, take your time, Slim.
Good morning, Duke.
He's there.
Good morning, Shadow.
I hope you slept well.
Oh, yeah. And you? Now, watch close, Slim.
Yeah.
Would it be too much for me to ask, how are the little boys?
They're all right, Shadow. So far.
That's good.
Yeah, but
Shooting
I'll
a
get rid
nun?
of him.
Look, I know the church has its issues, but him.
I think he's low in the tree, behind the trunk.
Okay, Duke.
We're taking care of you first, Shadow. You know too much. Well, what's funny, Shadow?
That you missed him.
I'm laughing at you, Duke.
Oh, yeah? You laugh different when I get my hands on you.
Everybody count the bullets, but we don't know what kind of gun he's using. Maybe it's a
I
Hollywood
don't
clip.
have to. You'll come down.
You have a long wait.
Oh, yeah?
Can't you say
Yeah.
anything but oh yeah? You're really quite stupid, Duke.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Well, I'm
There he
smart enough
goes.
to get you out of that tree.
Saw
Good.
that coming.
I was getting rather
Yeah.
bored.
Ah, shut up. Go back to the house.
That's
and get a
telling him.
knife.
Yeah.
This tree ain't too big to cut down.
Very ingenious.
Yeah,
tree
but
ain't
the
big enough for
dog.
both of us.
It ain't safe to leave without Jake. The dogs, they
The
won't
only
touch
thing you can
you.
say is, oh
They're
yeah,
after
you're
the shadow.
stupid. Oh yeah.
Jake will keep him here.
Sure, I'll keep him here, sure.
And
Ooh, sure.
hurry back, Slim.
Scram. Okay, Duke. But don't let them dogs come after me. Jake will keep the dogs here. Okay, watch it. Now, hurry back. Hey, Jake. Call the dogs off. They're going after Slim.
They don't like you.
Hey, call them back. Slim, look out. Jake, the dogs are attacking us.
Yeah, they're gonna eat him.
I'll shoot him, Slim.
Guess you didn't shoot him soon enough, Duke.
Well, Jake, your dogs got Slim. I'm afraid you've lost most of them.
Yeah. Ma'll be awful mad. There's only Big Tom left. But the Duke will shoot him.
No, he won't. His gun's empty. Look at him go up that tree.
Yeah. Big Tom didn't get him. Now you're both up in the tree, ain't you?
No, Jake, I'm standing right here behind you. Now do what I tell you. Go over to that tree and tie Big Tom to it. So that the Duke can't get down.
Why should I?
You want to get those kids out of the way, don't you? Duke won't let you.
Yeah. He won't, maybe. Yeah, he won't let me, maybe. I won't tell him what I'm going to do.
Jake,
Won't let me, maybe?
call off this dog.
I see.
Tie him up, do you hear me? Tie him up.
Call off this
Not
dog.
to my tree.
That's also from the same family
Take
whose
him
guy
away.
was stuck on. Oh yeah.
Listen to me. Don't tie him there, you half-wit.
You see?
Well, Duke, we changed places.
I'll get you if it's the last thing I do, Shadow.
You're going to have plenty to do before we meet again. Jake, come back here.
Yeah.
You'll have plenty of time to think about that. Here are some men that may help you out.
Who are they?
My Lord, what happened here? I don't know, Sheriff. Say, this is the hunchback, Jake. Hello, Jake.
Duke's up in the tree. Yeah, look out, Sheriff.
Got him.
See, that's the last
Reckon that
dog.
dog won't attack anyone else.
You killed him.
Now,
Yep.
if our friend will come down out of the tree, I'll be delighted to put a pair of handcuffs onto him. I've been looking for him and his partner for some time. From the looks of things, I won't need to put the cuffs on his partner. Well, Margot, you better go back to the cars.
All right. Yes, I think I will. I only wanted to see if... Yes, I'll go back.
All right, men. Let's take him away.
Margot.
Oh, Lamont. Lamont, are you all right?
Yes, but don't speak my name here.
Darling, I was so frightened when I
Yeah,
got
quit
you
calling
out.
him Lamont,
I
dummy. It's
thought
the
it was
Shadow.
him.
So did I.
No kidding.
Are the boys all right?
Please,
Yes,
talk
all
about
the
giving
boys are
away a
safe.
secret
They've
identity.
been taken into town. A deputy sheriff took old Sadie along. Dickie Nelson is in one of the cars up the road waiting. Oh, Lamont, I feel so sorry for that poor old woman.
So do I, Margot. She's demented. We must see that she's placed in an institution, not a prison. A place where she can satisfy her mother-love mania with dolls instead of other people's children. Go to the car, Margot. I'll meet you there.
Very odd scenario.
Right?
Yeah, don't say my name, but let's discuss our plans for the next 20 minutes
Right?
I want to go home to my mother. Just a minute, Dickie. I'm expecting someone.
so that the police know that this Margot
Here he comes
character
now.
Hello, Margot.
is somehow
Hello,
linked
Lamont.
to the Shadow.
Who is this young
Oh, it
man?
couldn't be
This is
Lamont
Dickie
Cranston.
Nelson. Dickie and
Right.
Lamont Cranston. Hello, Mr. Cranston.
Well, Dickie, I hear you had
Mother
quite an
love
adventure
mania.
last
Yeah,
night.
she lost
Yeah.
her kids, so
A
she's
kind man came
kidnapping
to my
kids
room
in
at
order
that
to
terrible
compensate
house.
for the fact
But
that
I
she
couldn't
still wants
see
to
him.
be a mom.
Maybe you dreamt it, Dickie. Supposing we keep it a secret. Just between us
That's why she
three.
wasn't
Yes, I
letting
think that's a
anybody
good
kill the
idea.
kids.
All right. But it was a swell dream.
Well,
And here is John Buckley,
Who called?
Cole's heating expert, with some interesting information for you.
And that concludes our episode of The Shadow. Sorry about the beginning there. I didn't realize that they had, because the week before it was a 54-minute one, was just a gorilla, and then I stopped it. And then I guess the guy that put the listing up there kind of goofed, so he put the gorilla one underneath it. So at least we straightened that out. Like I said, if I ever have a smooth stream without at least one blooper, I'm going to wonder whose channel I'm on. That's just,
Yes.
It's got to be at least one goof. So, that concludes our programming. If you guys want to hop over to visit Mr. Pat and see what he's talking about, there is his link is going, there he goes. There is his link. So you guys can pop up over there. He talks about all sorts of stuff. We're just sort of overlapping. If some of you are wondering why I moved this to Mondays, because every once in a while Mom wants to go places on Sunday as the weather is warming up. So I figured if I kept Sundays free, we could do that without her getting aggravated about me going, hey, I have a stream. I can't go anywhere. Until next time, my lovable misfits, y'all behave. Y'all be good. And if you can't be good, at least be good at it. And don't get caught while you're doing it. Bye. Say bye, Mitch.
Bye, Mitch. Blue
Until
coal.
next. Yep. Buy blue coal now with 15% arsenic for a better smelling smoke. Wow.